they don't agree with going half-assed. They're like, they don't see investing $2 billion into that industry and it fails as a failure. They see it, if I didn't, it could have been a success, and I'd rather take the risk than not get the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's cool, but I still think that Google and Amazon, even if they jump in as a player, they still have an uphill battle because what's there to really make a person who's a PlayStation, plays on PlayStation or Nintendo or Xbox person really jump over to them all of a sudden?
That's why back compat is a big deal.
The same way other people would do it. They just have to. If there is I think there's only two brands that could come into the gaming industry and be a relevant player. I think that's Google and Apple. That's all. Because I think that they've been in that industry long enough. They are smart companies. They don't invest in the dumb shit. And I think that I don't think they would try to come in with new IPs. I think those two in particular companies would go into that industry like they go into other industries, buy shit, and then start from there.
So
it's crazy.
Just basically, the basis of the audience would be the casuals who play mostly multi-plats, I guess. So exclusives wouldn't matter at that point.
I think here's the thing. Would matter at that point. Think exclusives would matter to them because they're not going to come in here with new IPs. I could see, especially Google. I could see Google popping in and just buying a big ass publisher and making all their shit they exclusive and making sure their shit runs all the multi-plats. Like all it takes is someone popping in, right?
But who does Google own though? Like Amazon.
Google don't need to own anyone. Google is the only company I know that don't mind throwing $3 billion down the drain just to try to get into an industry.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean,
and they're willing to fail and throw billions at it.
Yeah, all it would take is them coming in and buying something like EA.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be a big.
Oh yeah, that'll hurt the industry over as a whole. That would destroy the industry in a lot of senses. Even though I don't think EA is the most, the company when we look at this today, it's not the company.
I think out of every company that they could buy that would be relevant to making their own console, EA is on top of that list.
Or
yeah, that would hurt the industry.
I don't think. Do you think Apple gets a fucking
Activision?
No, I don't think they care about the industry, but I say it would hurt the industry as a whole because if that's the only place you can play your EA titles at, I think it hurts the industry.
It would hurt the industry tremendously. But here's the thing:
everybody will be installing that Google browser.
Here's the thing, though:
the EA would make more money being on multiple SKUs than just to be owned by Google or Apple or Amazon. I just don't think that would make sense from a business point. To me, it wouldn't.
You know what? It's funny. Now with this, you have
at the end of the day, man. It doesn't matter what makes sense business wise. If they can convince the board to sell for a big ass paycheck, all of them, then they do it like that. That's how What do you think that Marvel being bought by Disney made good business sense? Look at kind of the money they were making off their films, but Disney wrote them that check. That was like, okay.
That's a little different, though. That's a little different.
No, I'm just telling you, it doesn't matter if a company's dominant in what they're doing. A big enough check is a big enough check.
Yeah, and I agree to that. I just think it would hurt the industry overall.
You know what? Contrary to popular belief on everybody saying, "Oh, this streaming thing, it's not going to take off," this, that, or the other. Not now, effectively, as of just the past couple of days. Now you have 4 players that are going to be in the streaming market that we know. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
We got PS Now.
It changes the fucking industry.
Yeah. We got PS Now. We've got obviously XCloud, right? That was announced.
Mm-hmm.
We got Nvidia with GeForce Now, and we got Google. The Project Stream, right? So we got 4 players.
NVIDIA is a major player. I think NVIDIA is gonna get surpassed by everyone though.
I'm part of that beta, man. You know how it works is you link your Steam library to it, and it will stream your Steam games, which is crazy, man. Yeah, it's crazy. It works really well though. It works real well.
I think the guys that are in the industry now who are doing the streaming who are relevant, I think they're good. I think the uphill battle with the Googles and the Amazons and even Nvidia, like did the Shield sell well? No, it's just the fact that I think they have an uphill battle. The companies that are here in gaming, they can move forward. Never say never, but I just don't think that. I think the future for streaming is coming, but I think
the names that are behind it, however, it's harder for anybody new. But when you look at Google, you look at Apple, you look at Amazon, there are players who can just bone crush their way into the industry because they already have such a large user base and infrastructure to support it. And that's where, because Google, come on, who isn't connected with Google?
Yeah.
As long as it's like Google could easily jump in. The Amazon thing, I'm about sick of Amazon and everything they're doing. But like
Amazon is a force to be reckoned with, though.
But they are a force to be reckoned with. Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna take Walmart will be gone in the next 25 years, 50 years. We won't have Walmarts.
100% agree.
Yeah,
you'll have Amazon delivering everything to your house.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy. And just to think they would start out just selling books. Like it's
but it always starts small and it builds up. Like I think the streaming thing is something that's going to be here. I think it's something that's going to take the time to get winding, and then eventually it'll pick up and catch on. I don't think next gen will be like the generation where they're streaming everything. I think the generation after that it'll be more prevalent. It'll be just like people saying, we're going from 1080p TVs to 4K. That market saturation will grow, but people have to get used to the ideal. And it's because the data caps and all this other stuff because you're using your internet. So I think that's a part of the problem too. I think streaming is smart from what I've seen with Google. I mean the Chrome. I think it's smart, but I just don't think it's. I think that it's gonna be baby steps, and then they're gonna eventually get to the point where it's like, hey, you can do this now, and everybody will be a major player. I think it is the future, but it's some ways off. I think
the way is everything going to be like subscription based, where we have to buy subscription to everybody.
Look, think about it. Let's just think outside of the industry, right? Like, for example, that the best way that you can watch a movie at home is a UHD Blu-ray player, right, in 4K, right?
Yep.
But then again, how many people are watching movies on the weekend on UHD 4K Blu-ray players? I
stream everything.
Or you stream everything on Netflix.
Yeah.
That's why I tell everybody convenience, especially for the casual, right?
Because the exclusive is going to be important, but then again, exclusives are going to now it's going to split up.
Look at Netflix.
The movie industry, the film industry is getting jacked up because now you got to think about it. We have to have we have Netflix, we got Hulu, we got what else? That's a big
Prime Video.
Yeah,
Prime Video.
You got to subscribe to each of these things to watch particular.
Correct.
Movies. That's not good.
That's why I watch my Thursday
That's
night
where
football.
ecosystem. That's where Sony and Microsoft are going to have an advantage. They have an ecosystem with digital content that's going to come with the person that's already accustomed.
But I don't think that's necessarily, you have all these options to a lot of these different TV networks and stuff, like Netflix, Hulu. If you look at like the actual release dates for like their big stuff, none of them try to compete with each other for the most part. Like
no, they don't.
These streaming services know that for the most part, they just keep rejuvenating the same people keep coming back to their service after they watched a competition service. That's why they try to keep these. They try to keep the Punisher going. They try to keep these things because they know people are going to leave and go to Hulu to watch they hot shit. But they know as long as they keep throwing out the hot shit, they're going to come right back.
Right? They gotta have something to make people want it.
Let me interrupt right quick. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm sorry we didn't do proper introduction. I just want to say what we're talking about. We're talking about this whole cloud movement that's taking place. I know there's somebody that just released a video of them streaming the Assassin's Creed on Google Stream. So I think that's what inspired this. And then obviously Xbox major announcements, which we'll talk. But before we continue that conversation, I do want to allow you guys to introduce yourself. What's up to the chat? Everybody in chat, give a quick shout out to Pose, the Almighty Spartan God. Who we kind of had a run-in on Twitter, Neverland X,
Boss Moves,
Life and Time podcast,
Life and Times podcast. All you guys, thank you for the support. Grand Gross is the dude. Thanks for the support. Continue watching. Levon, what's up? I am the Best Spot, your host, episode 63. We got a couple things to talk about. I'm gonna try to keep this episode brief, get to the point, talk about the big things that happened over the course of the week. A lot of gaming news for it to be late in the year.
Man, a lot.
The news that's coming now is news we expect to get in May and June. We're getting it in October and shit. So pretty awesome.
It's crazy. It's great.
Frog, man, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I just been trying to knock out some games that I've been meaning just to beat. Still playing through Dragon Quest, but then I'm playing through the Horizon Zero Dawn DLC. Waiting for that Spider-Man content to come out. Looking forward to Call of Duty and Fallout. I'm still getting, but I'm kind of after I've seen some of the, I'm hoping that game can run well. I just hope and pray that game runs well. That's all I want from it. It needs to run well. Yeah.
All right, Gaming Addict, man, what you doing? Did you out level me in Assassin's Creed Odyssey yet?
I haven't played it all day, man. I had training all day at work.
Yeah.
I actually just got back a couple hours ago. I've been watching Blacklist, but we're not referring to Assassin's Creed Odyssey. We're referring to is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Okay, that game is amazing, and I just want to point out that I just made a tweet saying that that game's aiming to be my game of the year, and you wouldn't believe the amount of hate that I got for that shit. People were legit. I guess they were reading that, and instead of reading the simple "I like it," it might be my game of the year. People saw he's talking trash on God of War.
Yeah.
Oh no, I wouldn't think that. Assassin's Creed is Assassin's Creed to me. I think the one that changed, the origins to me changed everything, and I was interested in it. This game, I'm kind of less interested in. This is the best. It's something. It's something I'll get. It's just that time period I'm not interested. I'm tired of seeing Spartan crap. Like I'm really tired of that. So
this is the best one from the entire franchise, and I have a lot.
It is a lot of fun. Man, Merc 305, man, what's up?
Yo, what's up? I'm actually still going through Horizon 4. Amazing. I can honestly say that game will probably be in my top 5 for this year. I can't even believe I'm saying that about a racer. I'm still on my. Yeah, man, it's really, really good. I've been really impressed with it. Obviously, I've been on my Rainbow Six trip. I've been streaming some of that, and really looking forward to Black Ops 4, man, this Friday.
Oh yeah.
Somebody need to buy me a copy of that. Like, I got to e-beg for a copy of that. Is Jess here yet?
He's not here.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of Merc, you guys got a hurricane going on there in Frog, man. How y'all doing?
Yeah.
Y'all good? Like,
yeah.
That's like North Florida. I'm not affected by that at all.
I want to say this real quick. I think that people think Florida is a state like every other state. Most of my friends don't understand that Florida has 2 coastlines. So when a hurricane hits, they're like, man. They're like calling me. I'm like, dude, that was the East Coast. They're like, wait, you got an East Coast? I'm like, dude, most people don't understand that Florida is like. I'm serious. Most people, because they don't really think about. They think of Florida as a state within a state. I'm like, it's a coastal state. It has 2 coastlines. So like the hurricane hit in Tallahassee.
People realize Florida's fucking huge, right?
Yeah, people don't think of Florida. They think of Florida as like a typical state. They don't realize that it has.
They pretty much think of Florida, and they think only Miami's in Florida.
Yeah, exactly. They think Miami's like in the center of everything. There's Disney World and there's Miami, and that's it. I'm like,
did you guys see this tweet that's floating around right now?
That's right.
It said Microsoft is making moves to improve first-party offerings for next gen. PlayStation is improving their services while still outputting amazing software, and Nintendo continues to redeem the mistakes they made with the Wii U. Amazing times for video.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean, all right.
Oh god!
Somebody in a trap snap said Odyssey is god awful. Oh my god, you deserve a block for that.
Yeah, I haven't played it. I'm going to play it, but it's not one of those games I looked at like when I saw.
I feel like is it me or is people? I feel like people. And I don't blame them. I feel like this isn't really a microtransactions. This is a little bit about the microtransactions. This is mainly people tired of seeing Assassin's Creed.
I do agree with that to some extent.
I feel like.
Do agree.
Look, I've played every Assassin's Creed but Unity. I played a little bit of Unity.
I beat that.
It was it ran horrible. That was the one game I regretted. But at the end of the day, you can ask anyone.
We lost you at it.
My favorite franchises.
There you go.
And if I were to put any of them, this one's like 100% better than all of them.
Yeah.
Go
ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was saying my take on just to give a quick.
See, look, they're right there. Perfect example. Assassin's Creed needs to take 2 years break or longer.
It does. I agree.
People are. Here's the thing. Like, I agree. I think that they introduced the brand too much, but they always improve the brand.
I don't have a problem with
Besides Unity, Assassin's Creed always went on an uphill battle.
I think my take on Odyssey is that it does a lot of things well. It's like I don't know what the lot of the reactions to it a lot of people will try to blame it on the microtransactions, but as you know, if you played it, you know the microtransactions aren't really intrusive at all, and it's not even like there. Like you have to literally go into the menu and go into the store and look for these things. But what people forget, what people forget though, well, all Ubisoft games, and this is how you know a lot of these dudes are frauds. They're fake. They're just jumping on a microtransaction. I hate microtransaction bandwagon. If they go into every Ubisoft games in the last 5 years, they notice every Ubisoft game has the same microtransaction store.
The Helix credit.
This was in Far Cry 5. It was in Origins. It was in Syndicate. It was in all these damn games, right?
Yeah, it's in everything. It's never.
But now everybody act like they discovered a gold mine when they saw it in Odyssey.
You know why? Because Origins took a year off. It was something new, so no one looked at it like that. But when Odyssey comes out the next year, they automatically assume it's exactly a clone of Origins, and now they start looking for shit that they can. Because if you can't attack the actual game, because you can't, the game is fire. Everyone loves the game that I've seen, so you have to attack something else. So you attack the microtransaction.
You saw what Jason Trier said about the game, right?
Yeah, I'm sure he's getting all kinds of hate.
He's getting all kinds of hate right now.
What did he say?
He said the microtransactions aren't intrusive at all.
They're intrusive. It's bullshit. They're intrusive. Like I love the game. I love the game.
No, explain how they are intrusive though. Like because you know what intrusive like is like,
where they're making you use them.
How are they making you use them? They're not even present in
friggin' Windows, you son of a bitch.
From a standpoint from us, we play all the side quests. They're fun. We do them.
Yeah.
But there are a huge demographic of people that just want to bang out the main story and that's all. You can't do that with this game. You can't. Right. It's impossible. To go through there, restart Odyssey, and just do the main story and tell me if it's intrusive or not.
I mean, my thing is, I don't know. I commend anybody who will attempt to just try the main story, but that's an unfair way to look at the game. So you're telling me like, oh, I just want to do a main story. You get to a point where you're too low of a level, and you're like, well, that's unfair. I mean, what RP? Like, I don't understand.
Then people would say
Witcher does that.
And you know what's funny? Like,
try to get through The Witcher beating the main story only.
Well, see,
you can't. You can't really do it. You have to level up.
At the end, but see, here's the thing: they didn't put that in The Witcher. They didn't if they didn't like nudge you on the shoulder if you're having a little trouble. Let's take some little money.
but that's still unfair because what if, for example, just because there's no store in The Witcher for you to buy it, it's not like they introduce it in the game.
Still gotta grind though.
Yeah, you still gotta. They don't introduce it in the gameplay of Odyssey. You have to literally go to the pause menu and go to the tabs. You have to hit the directional pad right
and right on the D-pad. Stop acting like this is hidden.
I'm gonna tell you,
but the thing is, it's not hidden. But obviously they want you. But it's not in the map. It's not like you go to some glowing object in the game and it introduces all this shit that you can buy with real money.
You know what it is. You know what it is for me. I'm just gonna say this, like what it is for me, and the reason I didn't get it, like, and I wasn't so excited because you kind of get to a point, like, and I could feel like just for me personally, Ubisoft games, I think they create really amazing open world games, but you get open world fatigue after a while.
Let me ask Life and Time podcast why you talk. What do you mean about what that Witcher 3 is a real RPG? Like, I'm kind of curious what you mean by that. So go ahead, put in that comment section exactly what you mean. Continue.
Yeah, I think that I just gotten to a point where I knew I wanted to play Red Dead. I knew that was my game. I had no interest, for the most part, in Odyssey because of the time period. I just have no interest in that time period at all.
All right, so you open world fatigue?
Yeah, well, for the Assassin's Creed franchise, to some extent, yes. I think if this game had came out next year and it had took a whole year off, I would have been more interested to go back to an Assassin's Creed. I'm still playing Origins with all the DLC, so I don't have, I just don't have time to really get into this game.
You're gonna have to explain to me what you mean by the RPG elements are forced and weak. Go ahead and explain that. You can't just say that simple ass statement. I need legit reasons why you feel like it's forced and weak. Continue.
But that's it. That's just me. And
Windows updates are bullshit.
Look, I just kind of look at the Ubisoft games. They're kind of, and what I say, cut and paste. Not exactly cut and paste, but they had the same formula going forward. Like they even kind of laughed at themselves when you play Far Cry 5 and you climb with the first tower, and the guy's like, "Oh, you're not going to be climbing towers all this game," because they kind of laughed at their own stuff. They climb their own stuff because they know that's a formula that they put in their game. And to me, I didn't like Ghost Recon. I thought it was just like huge open world nothingness. But some people love that game. I just think that game was boring.
You know what I think?
thought that game was boring.
I do think like hilarious is a lot of people will sit there and be like, you shouldn't. It should be optional. You shouldn't have to do it. Which to a point, you do have to do these side quests. But these are the same motherfuckers that went and collected 50 book bags on top of Spider-Man rooftops. Okay, that was boring as fuck. So stop bitching that you got to do some like decent side quests. I don't care what these people in this comment sections. They're not the greatest side quests, but they're not that bad either. Yeah. Stop acting like
some of them are actually pretty decent. Like some of the side quests, actually goes deeper into her story, his or her story, depending on the character you're choosing. There's a lot of things that happen. Like, for example, like I've completed main quests and like major objectives. The
backpacks were optional, but if you didn't have do those, you couldn't get a lot of the suits. So they did lock those suits behind those optional events. So if you just wanted to do the main story, that was completely an option. I did that.
Yeah,
but if you wanted anything extra, you had to do that.
I'm looking forward to playing the Assassin's Creed. I haven't played it yet, but I'm just going to go from based on what I was reading. Like, I think the thing is, and you guys have played it, you can tell me, is it the level locking? Like, they basically lock, like, you can't get to another area because the levels are high.
No, you can go to the level, you just get your ass whipped if it's
how it is a lot of the game is set to your level, but when you get to certain parts of the map, it is substantially higher. Like the bottom right parts of the map, it's like level 29 people up there. I'm not about that life.
And it's not like you're warned. When you look at the map, they tell you what level players are there. What level NPCs are there, and you can just avoid it. But
I mean, you could go to these high,
and just unlock the towers.
Do they level up? You could go there. Those guys are locked to the level. Or does the game level up with you?
That most of
the game levels up with you,
but there are certain factions in the game that are higher level from the start.
Yeah, from the start. Yeah. That's true.
It's like you can even fight them. Just Spartan kick them off now.
You're probably gonna get killed though.
Get killed. So that's like
Spartan kick comes.
I think they call it like level gating, something like that. Like it's like level gating. Like
it's an RPG though. That's what all open world RPGs are though. That's what they do.
Yeah. I just think and I haven't played the game, so I can't say it definitively. I just think that there's some of that fake outrage in just around this particular game to some extent.
The thing goes a lot, and I remember just the whole thing with Shadow of War last year. Like when people have these single player games and then they see these stores with with transactions in them and stuff like that, the fear is that the game has been artificially or been built to entice you to kind of want to use those transactions. And I think that's the fear that everybody has. Like when you have these games and they introduce a store, that's like, well, that store is optional. Yes, it is. But do they inherently put things in the gameplay or in the game design that kind of entice you to say, well, you know what, maybe I will pay for this microtransaction to get this or something
I understand that.
That's what I'm just saying in general.
I can't determine from what I've played with it. I feel like if you were, because for the most part, I haven't had any issues with leveling, like none. See, here's the thing: people are doing dumb shit in this game and leveling up instead of like the actual side quests. They will sit there and do like these whack ass quests that they give you. They give you like a 1500 boosted XP instead of doing the actual side quest on the map that gives you like 9,000. So I feel like a lot of this is, how like they put those fetch quests in every open world that just keep spawning over and over again.
Yeah.
Well, there's a shit ton of those.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are doing those only for some reason.
The way the game is designed, it's designed honestly for you to explore, because it's a big freaking map. Like it's big to the point it might kind of worry you a little bit. Like, damn, this is going to be a lot. Like it's a big map, and they try to encourage you to do it. And it's like it's set up so you can naturally explore areas because there's side missions all over. There's loot all over the place. Like it's such a big, they have such a large map that none of it feels empty. So it's like, it feels like a grind, because the thing is, you'll be on your way to a mission. Say you have like a mission that's 1,200 meters away, right? Between the point you are at and the destination of your mission, you're going to run into so much shit that you're probably going to venture off and do whatever that question mark is or whatever that post is. It just happens naturally.
Yeah.
Like on my way to like one mission, it's like I just get distracted and I end up doing like 8 side missions. Like, oh, okay, I'm I can do this mission now.
I'm level 21, and
I'm 20. Yeah, I'm 21 as well.
Yeah, because I think I don't know if it's the grind that people have. Because I know Destiny has a grind, like as areas locked off, like until you level 300 and stuff like that. So you got to grind to do it. I think it's when there's a grind and then there's
off to your 300. What
areas? There's missions that I couldn't do. What I couldn't.
They got missions. 30. Yeah, but the areas, 30, the only area that's locked off in Destiny that you physically can't get to is
Forsaken
City.
Mm-hmm. Was the Forsaken? Yeah, I had to
get. Stories obviously.
I had a level. So I had to grind in order to do it.
That's with any kind of game, though. RPGs. I remember Fallout's. You have
to grind. I think it's when there's a grind and then there's a store. I think that's when people put those two together. They're like, why is there a store and a grind? Like, and I think,
but I don't think that's the issue. Origin had it, and no one said nothing.
I think Shadow War. I think Shadow War took all that hate last year.
Yeah,
and that was blown out of proportion too.
Well, no, they removed them, man. They
removed them, yeah.
But we're sorry.
They removed them because it did affect their brand. It affected the review scores. Like,
yeah,
they did some grimy shit with the last chapter.
With the end, I haven't played it yet, but I know
because I beat it. I beat the whole game, even including the Shadow Wars.
Like different.
But you had a lot of people that sucked at the game because how it went is when you did Shadow Wars, you had to do endless amount of wave attacks on every fortress in the game, pretty much. So if you did one and you lost half your soldiers on the first one, and when you because it's like back to back. So when you did the second one, you couldn't do it. So you had to replace everyone that was killed in the first one. No one played that game smart. So when they lost half their people, they ended up having to redo it, get a bunch of more people together. So they ended up bitching about the loot boxes. I did the entire Shadow Wars in like 4 hours.
That's crazy.
And they said it took what 25 hours?
Yeah, my problem with that game was that you could buy the orcs. And that basically destroyed the whole the whole Nemesis system, which was like you kind of build a rivalry. It's like, hey, I could just buy this guy and recruit him. Like I could just buy him.
That was definitely some
thought that. And they realized that and they removed it out. I got it for like $10 at GameStop when they had
I feel like a lot of these developers and publishers, they get real itsy that they see the how much it costs to make their last game, and I feel like it gets to the point where they're like, it's not excusing anything that they do, but I do feel like they feel like if they don't put that game in there, that might be the thing that stops them from not having a sequel.
Yeah, I mean, and look, games haven't gone out in price since how long? Since the 360 era, right?
Yep.
I mean, look at Devil May Cry 5. Awesome game, looking amazing. It's great, but I'm sure if you compared it to older ones, the Devil May Cries, what have they always sold? I don't think they've been really successful.
No, they haven't really sold like amazing.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, I get it. It's some sleazy shit. They shouldn't be done. The bullshit in Odyssey, I love Odyssey, I do, but there is clearly, I don't know if it was the fact that they put it in there to push the narrative to buy the microtransactions, or I don't know, because a lot of people wanted Origins to be more RPG-ish.
Yeah.
And this is an RPG. This is a lot more RPG-ish than Origins is. And I didn't even play a lot of Origin. I'm kind of thinking it's towards, it's the left. I do think that, they did want a little bit of a grind. I don't think it was necessarily the mission standpoint. I think it was like a lot of the in-game stuff. That's what they wanted you to grind for. There's certain missions on here that's level 50. I'm level 21.
You know what's gonna be a grind? Wait till Battlefield 5 drops. That's gonna be a grind.
Yeah, it is.
I guarantee you. You're gonna have to buy all the shortcut packs. You're gonna have to buy all that. They're gonna be guns that are basically gonna be pay to win. I guarantee you. That's what's gonna ruin that game.
But, I don't want to go too much into it, but I get everyone's standpoint. I understand why they're upset with Odyssey, but there is a grind. Yeah. I don't know if it was artificially enhanced to insist on people buying microtransactions, but I haven't seen the issue because I'm enjoying the game. I want to do the side quest. I want to go and kill the mercenaries. I want to fight the cult leaders. Like I actually want to play the game. Like it's the same people that I've seen a lot of people. A lot of people are not like Diller Gaming, but he's a huge Witcher fan. This dude sucks so much Witcher dick, it's not even funny. He was like, "Yo, this game is on this." He said it's not the same. It's not as good as Witcher, but he puts it up there with the Witcher.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Cool.
All right, but moving on because we got some other topics to go towards. We have another update with Obsidian. There was a rumor that came out a while ago, and now it's back in the news, and like the final signature has been in, and they, according to rumors, that has gotten around to a lot of people. They are officially a part of Microsoft, and we should hear something next month at XO18. What are your guys? I know we talked about this when the letter of intent came leaking through. What are you guys' thoughts on the potential of adding Obsidian?
I think they're a good developer as far as what they've created, but I'm interested to see if Microsoft are going to use them to create a new IP or existing. Because
Obsidian don't own really any IPs, but
that's what I'm saying. Like they're a good developer as far as everything they've created, but they haven't created any IPs on their own.
They don't own Pillars of the Eternity.
I'm sorry, say again.
They might own that.
They might own that. They might own that. But I think the majority of the games I played from them, they're licensed games.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I think they're a good developer.
Well, see, because they're making
big on the PC side.
Well, say just because they're making licensed developed games, I don't necessarily means that they're not a good developer.
No,
you can take a license and make it trash. Like they can develop games.
They also make Fallout.
They made the best Fallout that's ever been made.
Yeah.
So, I think because what I was told is the reason they were actually one of the first studios that they hit up. But there was a lot of things going on that they couldn't push that. For those of you that follow the IOP, we actually had a patent attorney on IOP a couple weeks ago, and he straight up said that there's a couple different ways you can go this, and we actually asked him about particular games, and he said usually how it goes with stuff like that is you could go the direction where you can announce it before it's done. But a lot of people want that to be, not talked about until the ink is dry. Because I was told that they approached them, one of the first ones, because of the title that they showed them at the beginning of the gen. And at that time, Phil Spencer wasn't in any position. Because at that time he wasn't in the board. He had no say what they did.
He was the head of first party.
But apparently it did. He was impressed by it, and he went to them afterwards.
Oh, no! You think they still got it?
Well, I'm sure they still have it.
Sitting, yeah.
I
think they're good. I just want to see what they're coming out with.
I bet you it's that title. But it's going to be like amped up because now we're going.
You think it's a new IP?
I think it's going to be whatever they were working on. I think it's going to be amped up, and it's going to be for the next gen.
And I think that's a great thing if it's a new IP. I want to see them work on original stuff that we haven't seen before. I don't want to see them work on licensed stuff. I want to see them work on original stuff, especially if
they'll work on original stuff. I think.
Yeah,
I think it's a great idea. They need an RPG.
Yes,
they got like 3 RPGs in development right now, dog. Like.
Well, yeah. Well, if the Playground could do it, I don't know if they're going to give Fables. I think Fables already with Playground, so I think they will. I think that they're a good dev. I think that if they do get them, it's great. The one thing that did kind of just catch my eye was when I was reading the article about how Microsoft was looking to build out their PC portfolio, and this was with them to be a PC focused developer.
Are you kidding me?
I think they're probably, because at the end of the day, they still have Pillars of Eternity. They're not going to let that die. It's a huge game.
Well, no, but they're mainly a PC focused.
But that Pillars of Eternity is really PC focused. That's
it
their
is.
bread and butter.
They said
it's on Xbox.
But the biggest crowd is around PC.
Oh, 100%.
For PC.
100%.
Yeah, I agree.
It was everything.
And they have experience building on PC and on console as well. But the thing was that the article, the Kotaku article said one of the people close to the deal said that Microsoft was looking to build out their PC portfolio, and this was a good fit for them because they have the PC experience. And I just was like, I
feel like that's going to happen. I feel like
that's always the thing with all these studios. They're going to make games for everything.
All right. Now
they're going to make games for everything.
Edit.
Well, that's why don't you understand? That's the future now. Like
that is the future. I know that.
PC only games.
That we've seen
it's
those.
not PC only games. It's going to be PC and Xbox.
No,
hope. Yeah, we could hope.
I'm
90% sure they'll make it for Xbox, but they
announced a couple one-off games for PC, and now every
theoretically they would be on Xbox with keyboard and mouse support.
Yeah.
I think we'll see like Pillars of Eternity 2.
They're not gonna. I'm telling you right now, they're not gonna release the keyboard and mouse support game for Xbox because that is. I don't think they're gonna do just keyboard and mouse. I think it's gonna be an option for the Xbox, but I don't think anybody's gonna take a pure PC keyboard and mouse game and just say, "Yo, here it is. Put it on."
That was one of the purposes.
He actually
quoted like.
Did I say? I did not say Dev's a pussy.
No. That's one of the quotes from Spencer quoted. Like
you said it twice.
He did. Yeah.
I said what twice? Me just now?
Yeah,
you know what you said. You know what you said.
I didn't say pussy at all.
I was trying not to laugh, man. It was funny.
No, I didn't.
I said you're supposed to be monetized.
Portfolio think is pussy? No. What fucking talking about?
Catch it on the replay.
Let's not get off subject.
I said it. Oh shit. Let's go. I gotta go back. I didn't mean it if I said it. I wasn't talking about anything yet.
Hey, hit the like button. Man. 98 people.
Pussy. Yeah, like it.
Oh my god.
That I said it.
Hit the like button, man.
Right,
I did not say
a
that.
lot of people are calling bullshit on Aaron Greenberg because
pussy.
Oh my god.
So a lot of people are calling bullshit on Aaron Greenberg because of him saying that Crackdown never had a confirmed date in February, only for February 2019. A lot of people call him liar, pants on fire. But the problem is, I've been saying over the past couple weeks, Microsoft actually never came out and confirmed a date in February. They've only said February 2019, but people keep saying, referring to the Xbox Twitter, and I'm like,
they deleted that right after, didn't they?
They made that tweet.
They pulled it down.
After they announced, after Crackdown was confirmed for February, they put that date, and that was premature. It was wrong. But the thing is, Aaron Greenberg, you're a liar. You get. I'm like, well, no, technically he's right because
I'm kind of confused. Like, why are they going at him? Like,
because people like to be mad at Xbox.
I just don't understand why they're going at him. Even if that was because I don't think people accidentally tweet a certain date. That was probably the release.
Premature. It was done premature.
I think they didn't. Everybody announced games on the same day.
That's what happened. Everyone announced games on the same day, and they moved it up a week.
Yeah.
And what's funny is the same people that are attacking Aaron Greenberg. I've heard multiple of them on podcasts say they need to get out of that February the 22nd date, and then they do it. They lying.
Hey, man.
Well, it moved in the store to February 28th, which is a Thursday. I think it's a placeholder.
In my opinion, they got to get out of February altogether.
Yeah, I don't know.
They got to get out of Crackdown altogether.
You know what that is? That 28th. that 28th is the Ultimate Collection that's about to come out and have you access to a couple days soon.
Oh shit! $100 Crackdown version.
I guarantee you. That's how.
Without the
no,
game,
they always do it. You're right. They do
a whole bunch of masks and things without the game.
Now, there's a couple games that didn't have a $100 version. Sea of Thieves didn't have a $100 version, and neither did State of Decay.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves had a $100 version. I want to throw my Xbox on the ground.
State of Decay did not. They did not have a $100.
No, State of Decay had a.
It was an Ultimate Edition, but it was like only $40
without the game.
Yeah. No, but that. Come on, that we're not talking about that. That didn't go on.
I wish Sea of Thieves had a collector's edition with a full model of the Kraken.
Oh God.
Oh my God!
Look,
I don't know what to think about this game anymore. As far as
I don't know why we keep talking about.
I don't know.
Well, because it was delaying this week.
I guess we'll just.
Well, they didn't keep delaying it. It didn't receive another delay yet.
It's got to be at XO. Like it's got to be.
It will be at XO.
It's gonna be there. 100%.
I guess the question is,
I'm sure Terry Crews will be there too.
Is it gonna be a good game or
not? Oh, what? Look at that! Look at that, kid! What would Randolph Thor say in the comments section?
Hey,
oh my God!
Yeah, it wasn't $100. I said they didn't have $100.
Shouts out to Rand, bro.
Oh shit, Rand dropping facts.
Hey, congrats to Rand on the 20,000 subs, man. Congrats, bro.
Oh yeah, shouts out to Rand. Now let me borrow about 10 of them.
It's fine. You would just end up pissing them off through a diss song or something.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm playing NBA Live right now, and I literally scored only 4 points in the second quarter. This guy figured out how to play fucking defense in a matter of like seconds, dude. I'm like, he was like, I was busting
Man, I hate
ass.
these random ball hogs.
So
man.
I think they'll have
hate
Terry
it.
Crews playing Crackdown at XO.
I don't think
I
he'll
hope
be
not.
playing it.
I hope.
I think
not.
there's
They
a good
will. They
chance.
have to.
I think there's a good chance.
Terry Crews will be playing it with Major Nelson.
Well,
Or
look,
sitting
Terry
there.
Crews
Major
does
Nelson's
play
gonna-
video games, so maybe
He does,
He does.
and he's in the game. So I'm assuming he's gonna do it. I want to see
Jay's
the
2 cents
multiplayer.
built him a PC. I don't know if you guys
Well,
saw
let me,
it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
let me
saw
look
that,
up Terry
yeah.
Crews' like a tour, see if he's going to be in New Mexico in November or Mexico City. Not
Check it.
Mexico City.
He's gonna be there. I just want to know if they're gonna show the multiplayer, because if they don't show that,
I think we might see. I think we'll see a trailer that's showing both of them briefly, and then there will be an inside Xbox that goes into great detail on all of them.
Hey, bro, I'm there for Gears 5, bro. Show me.
there we
Gears
go. There you go,
Look,
Rand.
that's what I'm looking for,
Crackdown
man.
3 will be at XO18 with a multiplayer reveal and new release date announced.
5. Hey, Rand, how about the beta?
Yeah, I can believe
How about
that.
a beta, man?
And a beta,
No,
Rand. And a beta.
We're not getting a
Rand.
beta. We're not getting a beta.
No, we got to get a beta. They promised.
Nah,
us.
that game is just coming when it comes. I think that.
Liar, pants on fire. Promise us a beta.
The beta was promised in 2015. 2015 has came in.
I remember those days when they promised the beta.
Has there ever been another game that
like
promised
that.
a beta that just didn't come?
No, but there's
no.
been games that have been delayed, and when they finally came out,
You know,
good.
There's
if
games
they-
that have been promised as trilogies and never came.
Hey, Rand,
They have an MP reveal and they come out and they say, and the beta's available today. All right.
Hey, hold on. I do got a quick thing I want to ask that. Chat, put me what you guys think. Even Rand, what do you think Crackdown's Metacritic score is going to be?
All right. It's hard without seeing revised gameplay though.
They're gonna get it out of February. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna do the smoke and mirrors thing where they're gonna show the game. We're gonna be excited about the game, and then they're gonna slap like a March or May.
But that's fine though. That's smart.
That's
though.
a good date.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
that's a
a
good date. Yeah,
That's smart.
Yeah,
You
but,
look
but,
at that,
but you know the news out of that thing is gonna be like Crackdown delayed again.
I think at this point, if it got delayed again, it would look bad. But I don't think they care because I don't think a delay is going to hurt this game anymore.
No, I agree.
Wow.
Rand calling out Jess.
Even I'm not gonna have to complain after XO. Holy shit! I'm telling you, man, I'm not. It's easy to please me. It's easy.
No, it's not.
It is.
Everything.
Look, man, Rand, like this is
No,
Jazz
it's-
for a
it's-
fact.
it's-
This is Jazz.
It's easy for Nintendo and PlayStation to please you, but Microsoft, they got to like.
Oh,
they gotta-
Nintendo, they're shady bitches. The PlayStation is doing a pretty good job, though. They've been with now, Borderlands VR, man. I'm like, damn, that sounds cool.
You need to get off that VR dick, dude, because you
No,
are
man.
hardcore on that shit right
Yeah,
now.
that shit's cool. It is.
I saw
really
you
cool,
play
man.
that trash that you said is Siege. I'm like, yeah, I'll keep Siege. Go ahead.
Yeah, keep Siege, man. I was in that shit.
Yeah, that shit
was
did
dope,
not
man.
look fun.
Them
That
people-
shit looked like I was gonna.
Well,
that looked like
it
I was gonna
fun.
get cancer watching that shit.
No, man, it was fun. It was fun. Trust
Yeah,
me, it was cool.
I thought you Xbox guys like options, man.
That's
No,
a
not that option.
That's a tactical shooter that's on VR. What's
They
that
don't
thing
want
called?
to get option to go on their head. Only the ones that go in their ass.
It's that tactical shooter that's called "I Wish I Was Rainbow Six Siege."
Oh, no. There ain't a shooter as good as Siege, bro. That's facts. That's facts. Yeah.
It said the options that go in their ass. What the hell?
Hey, hit the like button, man. Hit the like button.
And what else we
We'll
have?
see, man. Yo, we'll see those games. Let's
Oh
see.
man, there's so much gaming news,
Will
man.
they
It's
show? Will
been
they
crazy.
show a game from one of the studios that they announced? That
The studios they
Sport-
announced back in May, they're going to show a game in November. You have some.
I think.
No,
I think
I'm
Playground-
just saying, like,
I think
I'm just-
Playground.
smorgasbord of studios.
No,
Nah,
I think
they won't show anything.
Playgrounds is gonna.
They're gonna announce Fable, bro. They're gonna announce Fable.
That's it.
I don't know if it's gonna be Fable.
No, you know when we'll see anything, and it's gonna. I think the earliest is maybe at the Game Awards. We may see a trailer or a teaser or something. Other than that, I don't think we're seeing anything at the XO18.
So
as
it'll
far
be
as-
Do
Fable.
you think a month is gonna make it or break it?
No. What I'm saying is people are, and this is just me. I think people are gonna be more focused on the Game Awards than the XO event. As far as the majority of people, you'll have a bigger audience looking at the Game Awards than the XO event.
Oh,
my
So I
God.
think.
You look at Frog with his made up stats. Like,
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay, when we get in the stats, when we start talking about Forza, I'll give you real stats. I'll give you fact stats.
Oh, you see what Rand said now? Smooth, you gotta read that one. He said one's for you.
All right, let me hold on. I'm getting my ass.
Oh, pause that NBA. You're gonna lose.
He said this one is for Smooth, the same person who told me to be excited for E3 said XO is going to be fun. Yeah, all right, then. All right, okay, all right. No, because no. He. All right, I got him. See,
I don't know.
Didn't Rand act like they were going to have a shitty E3? Did he? Did he say that multiple times?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but that was.
No, I think he got excited near
that
like
was
when
after he made his video, though. That was after he made his predictions video, which sounded sorry and depressing.
Yo, man. Yeah. Just beat yourself on the head with that external power brick.
I think that people recognize the Game Awards more than the XO. Like,
why are you comparing XO and the Game Awards though? That's
you compared it. All I said is
you did. I was like, there you go, making out the mid-up stats. I did not compare any of them.
No,
how did I compare it, Frog?
My exact words were,
how did I ever compare
it? Something? No, you
compared. It did say that XO is going to be a global event. So
you said I had made up stats.
But I didn't compare. I didn't make any comparison.
No, I didn't compare it either. What I said was, if they were going to show a trailer for something new, I would think it would be the Game Awards.
Are you comparing, saying they're going to be?
Nah, they're going to
more viewers.
No, they have to do some big stuff at XO because they wouldn't. It was a
XO carries weight, man. It has
10 years. What's 10 years hiatus?
Yeah, the Jeff Keighley show, man. The Picklehead
show.
His best friend and lover, Death Stranding.
You want to know what I think? Oh my god, do you know what I think?
Who said that?
He is going to bring back that guy that released the game. What was it?
A Way Out.
A Way Out. Just to get his ass on there to say some crazy ass shit. Maybe he announces a new game, but he's just going to get him on there because that was like the meme of the year. And Gilly loves that shit. So that guy's coming on, even if he doesn't have a game, he might just present the award and say some crazy shit.
Fuck the Oscars.
Yeah, trust me. He was gonna get him a good.
And you know what's funny? I really think that 5 minutes of fame he did, I think that sold him a lot more copies.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Oh, definitely did. And put this game on the map. Like that was like the craziest. Like it was okay. Like EA showed it, but like yeah, it made people.
You know what, man? I'll tell you this, man. I think you're a cool cat. I love your content, but look, as far as this XO event, I have low expectations. So this way, when they impress me, I can come out better.
We expect you to have.
You go into every event saying that.
No, I don't go into every event. I go into every Xbox event saying that. Yeah, because it's been like that. I go in with every Nintendo event saying that because then when it gets something better, then I'm like, great.
Yeah, but then when PlayStation get a name change, we could bust a nut, huh?
No, look, see, I had
everybody
changed the name change. I think that whole name change thing is garbage. That's my personal opinion. I think it's trash. That's my personal opinion.
You mean the way you play, like Sony's handling it, you mean?
I think the whole way they handle it, their service wasn't designed to ever change names. Leave it as it is and go forward. If you named yourself something stupid, that's your fault.
No, I don't agree with that.
That's my. You got to understand, their infrastructure is not the same. So they never.
Well, so what? You can't do shit for the PS4. It's designed for here.
No, it's not just the PS4. It's the PlayStation Network. The way it was designed, it was never designed to change your name.
It tied to the profiles instead of
like your whole account have issues.
That's why they said games in 2019 and further won't have issues. It's games now.
My whole thing is if you're putting out a statement like that, what's the point of even doing a name change? I think
because from PS5 forward, this has been a thorn in their side for years. Like they needed.
You know what though? I agree with that, but it is what it is. Their network is what it is. Move forward.
Nah, they got to bring it up to the time. Everything else.
I think when you put the statements out there like it won't work on this past this date and won't work on this, I'm like, that's the
bad. That's the kind of communication I want from Microsoft.
Yeah, they have to be real clear with it.
Show what's not going to work. And don't let the consumers be surprised when it happens.
Exactly.
No, I mean, it's okay that they're saying that, but I just think it's bad. I think it's bad.
Now they had to fix the network because the
PlayStation Network wasn't designed for that.
This shit.
What? They got to fix the network.
Because if this was Xbox and you realize that.
If this was Xbox, here we go. Xbox had you changing names for 800 Microsoft phones. Remember that?
Any game that wouldn't work properly.
You could change your names to 800 Microsoft phones.
No. Think about this. If any game worked improperly on Xbox because of a name change, Xbox would be.
Oh man,
hold on,
you know this.
I agree with Smooth there. I agree with Smooth.
Oh my God! I'm not even going to waste my time roasting it because I'll get crucified. So I'm not even going to even do this shit. Like
that's
true. Smooth. What you're saying is the Xbox get roasted. No, because Xbox came out and they did it first the exact right way. When I was on Xbox, when I was on the original Xbox, day one, I could change name after name. They did it the right way. Their infrastructure was set up. Sony did not do it the right way. This is their problem.
Sony shit was free. That's what
this is what they get. So my whole thing is like, do people want name changes? Yeah, but I can't expect for you. Their infrastructure is not the same for the Xbox Live and PSN. What Xbox Live is doing, they did it well. Sony has not done it well, and yeah, they're coming out and tell you what you can't do.
Right, but that's not what Smooth is saying though. What Smooth is saying is that if it was the other way around, Oh man,
but it's not the other way around.
You know how it goes.
Yeah, but it's not the
you know what this kind of reminds me of?
Yeah, it's not.
Kind of reminds me when Nintendo does something right, and they're like, "At least we're getting it." Like this, like
yeah, and that's what I feel. That's what I feel like. I personally think that Sony's PlayStation Network and the way it was designed from the PS3 moving forward, they just designed it and kind of threw it in there, even with the trophy support. It was kind of like because most people don't know once you get to 100. You can't go past that. They haven't even designed a system to take you beyond the 100. So if that thing reaches 100, you can't go past that. Once you reach level 100, that's it. You can still keep getting more trophies, but you can't go beyond 100. So my whole thing is Sony.
And you still got to sync trophies too. You still got to sync them.
Their whole network infrastructure is still way in a lot of ways behind where Xbox Live, they've done it right. I give props to Xbox Live all day. That what they've done with the achievement system, the name change, everything they've kind of set the bar. Sony came out with the PS3 and said, let's just shoehorn this stuff in there, and now they're hurting now because of this. I think that's their problem.
They got to fix it now before next generation.
Yeah, I personally won't be changing my name. I didn't name myself Dipshit. So the bottom line is, the bottom line is people who name their stuff stupid stuff, that's their problem.
But here's the thing. There's a lot of people that were real young when they made their shit. How old was you when you made your PSN account?
Back on the PS3 when it first came out.
How old was you?
Nah,
I don't know. People, how many years ago is that? You see what I'm saying? Like,
I remember at the end of the day, like, dude, there's people out there that was like 13 when they made their shit. Are they do you not think that people mature?
Yo, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you a story with the Xbox Online, right? So I was playing Call of Duty, and there was a guy that was when we were playing Call of Duty. There was a guy that kept changing his name to troll us, and while we're playing the game, and we couldn't believe it. Like this guy's paying $10 or 800 Microsoft points just to troll us each time to change his name, and like it was ridiculous. People do crazy shit, man. They do crazy shit. I do like though the one thing that PlayStation is doing is that they have a discount if you're a PSN member. It's like it's like $5, I guess, after the one time.
That's cool, but I feel like if you keep changing your name, you might need to have psychological help.
Because if you are a PSN Plus member, that you get a discount on that, and it's instead of always being $10, which they just don't want people to. I think what's stupid, I'll tell people on the chat and stuff, don't tell people what your name is gonna be.
Yeah, exactly.
That's people like, I can't wait to change my name to this. And it's like, watch, I'm gonna take that. So I wouldn't, I don't know if they have dupes. I don't think they have duplicates, but I wouldn't tell people what your name's gonna be. But and it comes out 2019, so it's not even coming out the end of this year.
My only thing is that the fact
free the
that
first time.
Games will have issues. Some games are going to have issues because
that's my biggest problem. Like I don't see. Once you start seeing your games are going to have,
what's funny? They actually,
if you can't do it right from the get go, just don't. I would say like it's going to have problems. That's my thing and there's going to be. I think this is going to be something that is. You're going to see something bigger, and it's a bigger mess can come out of this.
Let's say you can't do it.
You can't do it. Look, they don't have to do it.
Yeah, they had to. People were just yelling at it. It was the one thing that.
Like that's not going to stop people from still playing on PlayStation. The bottom line is this: like they didn't build the infrastructure with the PlayStation Network for you to change your names. It is what it is, and just move on.
I just don't think that's the right mentality.
No, they had to fix.
You know what? I think it's the right mentality when you didn't build your infrastructure like that. Now you're telling me, if you change it, well, this may be lost and this may be lost. You may not be able to have trophies from X amount of years. Blah, blah, blah.
But Lee Green says that if you do have issues after you change it, you can revert back for free.
But that's only when you're in the beta. That's only.
And then they can follow it on 2019.
So my whole thing is like.
But I get that. But at the same time, At the same time, they're giving you a list of compatible games. I mean,
they're very
compatible with a new name.
Come on now, see that's a problem right there. Like that sounds stupid.
Yeah,
it
had to be done. It had to.
It didn't have to be done.
They can't keep going like this, not being able to change your name. We in 2018.
For me, it's a you problem. If you named yourself something dumb, then that's your problem. That's just
I feel like that's a you problem for feeling
that way. That is my
That's some selfish shit right there.
No, it's not selfish. You shouldn't name yourself something stupid.
But that's not logic, man. People, I'm telling you, there's so many cases out there.
Look, I say for anybody out there that name themselves something stupid, that's a you problem.
Frog, just stroll through Twitter and look at what people use it names
for. Sony not building a good infrastructure, being able to do that, that's a them problem. So hand in hand, it's wrong on both faults. So my whole thing is like, the bottom line is like, just leave it where it is. It's going to cause more of a problem to me than anything.
Okay, well,
you're gonna watch. We're gonna hear about this once this thing comes out next year. We're gonna hear.
Hold on. I got some news coming from the cloud. Wait, Phil Spencer, options.
Look,
it's great, but I just think that
change your name.
When you're telling a person, "Hey, this might not work, or this might not work, this might not work." Why even jeopardize that?
Don't do it. But there's a lot of people that will take that. They're like, you know what?
And you know what? Here's the thing. A lot of people are going to take
That's what everybody says now.
Amount of problems that come out of this. Mark my word. You're going to have more.
They're gonna post all the list of all the compatible games.
And that's bullshit.
But think about what you're saying.
I get it. They have to though. They have to.
The fact that you got to do that is bullshit. Your network wasn't designed for that. This say we can't do it. Do it right or don't do it.
And the other part is that they will allow you to revert back to your old name one time for an X amount of time.
So wait. So you play a game, you change your name, right? You play a game that doesn't work with your new name. Then you revert. Then you revert back to your old name. So you play a game, but then you can't change your game. Then now you got to pay again.
I think
no clue. That's the beta. I have no clue. I'm not changing shit.
I mean, at the end of the day, I get it. It was clearly not designed for it, but it was solely highly demanded. If you want to take the chance and dealing with that shit,
Alex, changing your gamer tag was free. For the first time.
For the first time,
the first time it's free.
Yeah, that's always been a Microsoft
points.
Yep.
Yeah, after that.
My thing is, here's the thing. I'm happy they're able to get the name change. It's pretty cool. A good thing when I got a PlayStation, I picked a name that was more intact with what I use now. I had to add nerd in there because some idiot chose Kid Smooth. So
who the fuck put Kid Smooth?
I don't know.
That's a you problem. Whoever did that.
So the thing is, it's like I don't. It really doesn't. It's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm cool that it's happening because it has been something that people always throwing.
I remember when
how much you want to bet
those names for Xbox. Remember when they released all the ones that they had like expired gamer tags? How many people changed their names? I know that was all free, I guess, or they paid for.
Oh yeah, but PlayStation said they're not doing that.
I know, but remember when Xbox did it though? So people really want to change their names. So this is,
Addict been trying to change his name. The reason why Addict can't change his name.
I'm speaking my own opinion. This is not for the man.
No one else too. People have YouTube channels and stuff like that and want their names.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Dreamcast guys have been wanting it for a minute. But
Dreamcast guy said that too. So, oh my god, what's this guy's name? Bring Harmony says my username is Xbox Stuggles.
Oh my god,
you problem.
All I'm saying is we will hear more problems about this in the future.
And you know what's funny? I guarantee you the structure they're building. You know how like Xbox every like 7 years they cycle out stuff that has been used in like 10.
Yeah, the game.
I bet you PlayStation can't do that.
They can't do that. They already said they can't cycle stuff out. They said that they can't take names that been. They can't do it.
Plus, the thing was their account. When
wild.
people created those PS3 accounts, that shit was free. You know how many people must have created so many accounts and take up so many names?
People forget that when PlayStation 3 came out, most of the games didn't even have trophies. They were on the same console. My whole problem is like this was
the sins of Kutaragi.
It was designed this whole network trophy thing. It was designed it was an afterthought.
So Xbox could blame
it wasn't
PlayStation
well
Ken
planned.
Kutaragi.
How much you want to bet the only reason they even consider doing this is because they see all that money Microsoft's making from just changing names.
Well, that's what people are saying. Like, look how much money Microsoft's making from name changes when they release. It's like Sony. Now you can be making so much money if you just allow people to do it.
Watch how many YouTube videos you're gonna say, yeah, I changed my name and I can't access this game and my account's acting up. Man, you know what? That's your fucking problem.
You want to know what? I'm telling you, man, they'd rather have that shit done at the end of their PlayStation 4 rather than the beginning of the PlayStation 5.
There's going to be a lot of issues. There is. But I think it needed to be done in the long run.
It had to be done.
Like going into the PS5, they'll probably have the majority of that roughly out, and they're not going to get hassled every year for the whole PS5 generation because people that made they shit 15 years ago can't change their names.
That's right.
I mean, somebody said they named themselves Throbbing Meat, and they thought it was funny when they was a kid to see yourself get killed by throbbing meat. Hey, man, I'm sorry for you.
That's a you problem.
What was his name? Throbbing Meat?
Robin. Benji said he named himself Throbbing Meat.
Oh, God.
Throbbing Meat.
Look here, Robin Meat. That's a
hey, bro.
No,
Throbbing
Meat.
Robbing Meat.
If it doesn't work, it's worth moving on, bro. It's worth moving on.
Yeah, but the thing I'm going to tell you, man, for the couple of the weeks, this has been like, I would say like gaming fan fest. Like it just seems like Xbox and PlayStation, not Nintendo, but they had just been like dropping that people want, like, you know, the studio talk, the friggin' the XCloud streaming stuff, like the PSN downloads, the PS Now downloads, the PSN name changes. Like it's been like crazy how like the last 3. And I heard you guys before I came on about like this is like shit that you think in the summertime. And we're in friggin' October and getting this kind of news.
The news is just coming day after day after day.
Yeah.
But
you know what? I'm thinking about this
for next generation. That's what it is. It's everybody's getting their shit in a line.
Yeah, I'm thinking about this name change thing. The games that are affected, I'm assuming, are the digitally purchased games, right? Not if you have the disc.
Well, I don't think so.
I think they said like 2018, man.
April 2018, bro. Everything before April 2018.
How much you want to bet like the big games, Call of Duty, everything
from God of War on works.
It's like okay. So what's the compatible games? You get a list of 3 games.
That's pretty bad. I just think it's bad.
Yeah.
I wasn't impressed by seeing that news. I was like, oh.
Imagine if you had one trophy away from the Bloodborne Platinum, and now you can't get it because you changed your fucking name.
I'm pretty sure all the Sony exclusives are going to be fine. I'm pretty sure.
I just think
it's the online multiplayer. I think it's the online multiplayer games. I don't know if it's
the online multiplayer games. It seems like it's in effect more. I just think there's too many caveats to change your name, and like I just think that if you can't do it in a way that when you're putting all these different caveats out there, like you got to go back to the drawing board.
Well, see, at the end of the day, you know, by the time they saw the 360, the original Xbox and the 360, I just think they already built the infrastructure. They didn't expect online to go the way it did.
Exactly.
And Microsoft built their whole infrastructure on you gonna play with your friends, motherfucker.
And I agree with that.
The whole origin of a gamer tag, like that was the thing. Like you have that thing go with you, it stays with you. Your saves it. Well, they added saves on, but the whole thing was the gamer tag. Like that was your identity online. That was their thing with the 360, like they proposed. Oh no, yeah, with the original Xbox. I'm sorry, with the original Xbox, like the original Xbox. But like the whole thing was like you get a gamer tag and that's yours, and it's the same across all your games because at the time. Everybody had to create their own profile for every single game. You had all different names.
That's how it is with some games.
Right.
Yeah, like back in the day,
profile for Fortnite and shit.
Yeah, like exactly. Back in the day, back in original Xbox, online games like you had your Rainbow Six name, and then you had your Ghost Recon name.
Right.
All just
we're about to go back to that with crossplay probably being a real thing, especially in next gen.
You're right, yeah, because like even like with Fortnite, because you got to have your own account name there, but actually it's tied into your email though. Like it's tied into your email.
You saw what Epic said, right?
You know what would be like ridiculous if they agree to crossplay, then they make this implement and they don't realize it, but it fucks up crossplay. They have to go back on that.
The one thing though about the crossplay thing is like for all the whining and bullshit, I thought where are these devs coming out now, man? They all went into hiding.
You won't see most of it until next gen. That's where you're gonna start seeing.
Man,
Activision already said. Activision and Treyarch already said that crossplay for Black Ops 4 is not out of the question.
Right, and I can see it happening.
That'd be awesome.
But those companies said it's just a flick of the switch. Obviously, it's not just a flick of the switch because it's not happening as fast as people want.
Yeah, I thought Rocket League would jump on it.
I think it's a flick of a switch if the game was originally designed for crossplay.
Yeah.
If it wasn't.
Well, the Rocket League guys said it was a flip of a switch. They were just waiting on Sony, but now they said, nothing yet. Bethesda fucked everybody. They were just like, oh, they're holding out.
I don't think it matters, but there's this. They're still recovering from that.
Yo, man, you see that shit with the mods and stuff? They are
recovering from that video of that nuke falling Fallout 76.
Yo, man, they are going to milk the shit out of everybody with those paid mods.
Everyone that buys,
they are going to. Oh my god!
Everyone that buys Fallout 76. If I see you on my timeline and I got a screenshot of you making fun of how any game looks, I'm calling you out, my dude.
I'm buying it regardless. But man, I didn't expect it to look like that. Nuke looks bad.
Yo, that nuke
doesn't look much better than Fallout 4.
Yeah, that nuke looked. There was nothing but the trees and stuff.
What's funny is the only attractive the games they have that they actually make is Skyrim. That's all.
Wait. To be fair, when some people were talking about it, they said it actually was an alpha build that they were playing.
Doesn't matter. Alpha build in fucking October.
I don't think. Well, if that's the case, I don't expect.
Yeah, I call bullshit on that.
I want to take Todd Howard's description of it and then put the gameplay with his description of it, and to see like if that's a shit, because he's a salesman.
Because I'm not about to say that freaking Crackdown is going to look the same as we saw it before. It's obviously going to look different. Because
I have a feeling it's going to look almost identical.
No, Crackdown already looked better at the E3.
It did. The E3 thing, I went back and looked at it. It did look better.
I think it's much better.
It did look a lot better than that.
Okay, Crackdown's one thing, but we just saw Fallout.
From what we saw, they said they were playing the alpha build. What they've been playing is alpha. So
is Frog the only one buying it? Frog's the only one.
I don't know, man.
Why would you take the alpha?
We'll see if it works.
If you have newer builds, why would you take the alpha build and show it off to the world?
Some preview bullshit right now too with Xbox. Like I think if you pre-ordered it, you could test it out. Beta is it's like some sort of like.
If I'm not mistaken, you can play the game. I think early if you bought the X bundle, the white X bundle at GameStop.
That's
something like that.
Well, yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see if it works too. That's the other thing.
That's the game, bro.
I can see everybody the first day going, I can't get into a game. Servers don't work, and
Polish and Bethesda don't go hand in hand.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with Fallout. Like,
that game is not even on my radar, dog.
I don't even.
It's really not. It's really not.
I saw that stuff, and I'm like, it's Fallout.
Yo, kid, tell me how I just searched some kind of bookshelf on Assassin's Creed and got a level 44 bow. How did that shit happen?
Really?
Yeah.
Bro. I'm high-key pumped for Black Ops on Friday, man.
Oh, yeah.
Pumped for that, man.
Oh, yeah.
The Almighty Spartan God says, is anybody going to actually use the name change feature?
I am.
I'm sure there's going to be
I just created my name last year on PlayStation.
For every one person not using it, there's going to be two to use it. I can almost
guarantee there's going to be tons. Oh, my God. They're going to make tons of money on it, though.
My name. At all.
I mean, honestly, on PlayStation, all I care about is the PlayStation exclusives to come over, which those probably will. And anything else on there, I don't really play that often on PlayStation. So
right, because you're mostly on your PC, right?
Yeah, PC and Xbox. Because the majority of people I play with are either on PC or Xbox for the most part.
Right. Yeah, and I can understand that. Yeah. I don't plan to change it. Yeah.
Frog, isn't yours the same all across the board or some shit like that?
No, it's Frog and Pepper on PlayStation, and then on Xbox it's Frog's Dream.
Yeah, and I'm Jed 77 on Xbox and 77
gamer tag from my very first.
Hey, we want to see that PSN name change, man. The Frog's Dream, bro. Come on, man.
Oh hell no, it's not happening. I'm good. Look, my Xbox gamer tag and my PlayStation gamer tag are two different.
I might maybe change my PlayStation one to match my Xbox one. We'll see. I don't know.
I can always.
I'm not messing around.
I can always change my Xbox gamer tag.
What do you change the name? Your VR game just stopped working.
What? Yeah. Oh no, man! It sucks me into the game. Holy shit! Smooth, you got the VR. Why don't you play it?
Honestly, dude. Here's because I'm
surprised I sold that shit.
No, I would never sell it. No, my girl bought it for me for Christmas. I would never sell it. It doesn't have the HDR pass through, and I don't want to keep fucking plugging it.
That's because if you put HDR on that shit, it'd blow up on your face.
No, it's HDR to the TV.
The newer Vision has the HDR pass.
Yeah, that's right. I understand.
And but yeah, man, there's some amazing games on it. I'm just saying, man, it's cool shit. I'm not saying I live in the goddamn thing, but I use it, and it's a good. Oh wait, shit! Here it comes! Phil Spencer option. That's what Phil Spencer says.
I do gotta try. I'll probably play it with my cousins.
Yo, there's some more platforming games on there. Like I'm telling you, I know Addict said it looked like throw up when I was playing, but that shit was good.
Hey, Jez, what's the new Assassin's Creed called again? I was about to call it Origins. What's it called? Assassin's Creed Odyssey. There you go. I went blank there for a second.
Oh, okay.
Jez,
I thought you guys wanted me to say pussy again or something like that. I don't know that.
Hey. How do you feel that Project Stream is streaming the game at 60 frames, man? These consoles are not doing that.
What, the Project XCloud? Oh, you mean the Google?
The Project Stream.
Yeah, you sent the link, right? I gotta try
60 frames, man. You got to check it out. So sign up for the.
Have you played it or have you tried it?
No, I signed up for the.
Okay,
it's impressive looking.
I saw the link that you sent, and it was IGN and GameSpot. It was GameSpot did it.
Yeah, GameSpot.
And, they got like a terabyte down or some bullshit. Yeah. Like a gigabyte down. They got a gig down.
Yeah. You know what? On XCloud, you heard Wired got hands on with it, and supposedly they say all you need is a 10 meg connection.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing.
Really? Yeah, I saw Wired. Yeah.
I mean, right now, I guarantee you, every single person, the 130 people watching, and everybody in the chat's got more than a 10 meg connection right now.
Yeah, well, that's what you need for like 4K on Netflix, right?
Hey now. Don't be making fun of my internet connection.
Oh shit!
I know I'm still rocking.
Attic has to go to the roof and adjust the dish.
I know I'm still rocking with that thing right above dial-up, but don't be making fun of it, okay?
Hey, man, connections in the southeast are trash, and my connection's 3 times as fast.
You got the PlayStation 3 PSN network at your house.
Are you doing fiber where you're at? I'm doing fiber.
AT&T's installing fiber.
We got fiber where I'm at. I'm running fiber, so.
Oh, so you're getting gigabit. You're getting gigabit at least.
Yeah. It's really fast.
I get about 300 megabytes.
Next gen, you can see Frog with that Chromebook.
Nah, I'm not interested in it.
There you go.
Yeah, so that I was gonna say, like, the reason why Google is doing this, they're doing it for Chrome browser, which is basically they're bringing like PC gaming to their Chromebooks, like technically, and just the browser itself. But really,
it's the most popular browser in the world right now.
Exactly, yes, it is. And you can play it on Windows and everything like that. But also, too, you see that they've been elevating the Chromebooks, like the Pixels and stuff like that. Like they're trying to come out with these $1,000 Chromebooks, which is really just a Chrome operating system.
Yeah, which is crazy because Chromebooks are fucking cheap. I would hate a computer running direct just Chrome.
I've tried it, man. It's cool at first, but then when you want to kind of do shit, it's annoying as hell.
It's just different.
Yeah, when you gotta
you're working out like you got a kid in college or something like that.
If you're gonna write papers, surf the internet and stuff like that, it's good. But man, if you want to start like hooking external drives and kind of doing some stuff,
it makes you use the Google Drive. It makes you use Google Drive.
Yes. And like trying to open up files, like if you have something that's like,
now your kid at school can now also play games.
See? Yeah, but that's the thing. Like they're gonna bring PC gaming tech because you can't install Steam to it. You can't. And you got mobile games with their store, like with Android apps on it. But this will bring PC gaming to it. So I could definitely see that position on it. Where I think XCloud is positioned a bit differently than what Google Stream is.
Mm-hmm.
That's even though you could do XCloud on PC, I do think that Microsoft's positioning XCloud differently than what Google Stream right now is.
I'm going to keep Kids Smooth on track. Let's continue.
I know. It was a ad.
You said 8:30 to 9:30, man. We already over that.
Right. That's true. Forza Horizon 4.
No, we talked to XCloud.
The GOAT.
It's too many users.
That's a great thing.
I don't mind racers, but I'm not a racer. I played it. I definitely, I'll go back to it when I'm done with Odyssey, but until I'm done with this game, I'm not playing much of anything. I dropped Destiny, I dropped Forza, I dropped everything.
I brought it out. Odyssey has won my time so far at the moment over Forza. The thing is, Forza doesn't have to be beat. That's the thing. It's not a game that you have to beat. Like whereas I'm like, okay, well, cool. I don't feel as guilty.
Forza's a game with legs, man. You can come back to it.
Yeah, I was playing Forza Horizon 3 up until 2 weeks ago.
Oh my god! Chris Baldwin says somebody's getting married on Xbox Fan Fest Brazil. What?
I mean, Forza. It seems like from people are having good response to it. I know it's the fastest selling Horizon series in the UK, even though you say worldwide sales don't matter. It's the fastest selling Horizon series in the UK, and it's basically doing really big in the UK because where it's set. It's just destroying that territory. Is just buying it up. I think it'll sell. It should sell well. I think it could sell.
You still think the game's not going to chart? Like you said the game won't chart.
No, I think
Frog, you said it won't chart.
Hold on, let me finish.
No, we got to check the tapes. We got to check the tapes.
Worldwide,
I don't think there's no checking tapes.
Hold on, worldwide. I said worldwide. I think this thing will. I don't think it's going to chart in the U.S., but I may be wrong.
That's what.
No, it's going to chart. It's definitely going to chart, man.
I don't know.
Wait, Frog, you think it's not going to be in the top 10?
We'll see. We'll see.
It's going to be in the top 10.
I think it's going to be in the top 3 in the UK. I don't know about the US.
Fuck the UK.
No, I think the US will be in the top 5.
Nah, the UK is a relevant market for Xbox, though.
That's only for a week.
No,
I'm going to drop some.
You got to understand, that's where Forza sells more than anything.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
you're
true.
talking about that's where the game sells. People got to understand something like each territory has certain games they play. This Forza, the Horizon series, the Forza series, period, that's where that game sells big at. Is the UK. If it wasn't for the UK market, that game
good in the American states.
No, it blows the competition.
He says it's not going to. What the fuck is going on with this game?
You got to understand something, Addict. It blows the competition away in the UK. Like when you look at sales in the UK versus or Europe versus us, like they destroy us. And
no, they don't. Stop lying, dog.
I mean, what is this game?
I mean, the UK, I do know that they're big into
racers,
racers, though. I know that.
Like close to 4 million worldwide.
No, I think you don't think it'll be in the top 10. Like,
maybe
MPD in the US is going to chart through the end of the year.
Yeah, I think it's. I don't know about the end of the year. I think it'll be.
Someone look up what it did last year.
I said chart top 10.
Horizon
top 10. I don't know if it'll do December, November, December. I think for the launch month.
Kid, look up and see what Horizon did if it topped the first month in that.
You're gonna have to do that, sir.
And Horizon had legs too, man. That thing was selling.
Yeah, I think Horizon has more legs than the number series, but
yeah,
I'm gonna say one thing though. Hear this. So Forza Horizon, after 1 week, Forza Horizon 4, they said 2 million players, right?
Mm-hmm.
1 week. They also had 1 week, 2 million players for Sea of Thieves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I think we were going with this.
So Forza also had a few days earlier with the Ultimate Edition.
Correct.
So what do you think? I'm like, what the hell? The Sea of Thieves have the 2 million and Forza have 2 million. When Forza is a better game, has a longer franchise.
You know what it is, don't you? I can already tell you what it is.
Time of year?
Nah, I can already tell you.
What do you think?
Those 14-day trials up now. People have to actually subscribe to the fucking service.
You think that? I just think it's so weird. Like the 2 million after a week for both of them, and like Sea of Thieves got trashed in the reviews,
but then it did really well on Game Pass.
The 2 million people playing after 1 week. I remember Aaron Green, and I thought last week was kind of weird where Greenberg didn't even come out and talk about Twitch numbers. He was talking about Twitch numbers on Sea of Thieves and stuff like that, and nothing about like Forza. And it just seemed like Forza kind of went low key under the radar by them. And now they came out with the 1 million. At least they mentioned it. But I'm just saying the 2 million people after 1 week. Sea of Thieves had 2 million people after 1 week. What's Game Pass doing? And I thought Forza would have more than a Sea of Thieves.
Well, Forza's been on the top 5 most played games on Xbox all week.
I know, but I'm just saying the stat is the same. It's 2 million for the week. They came out to 2 million.
I don't know where it is right now.
Sea of Thieves. And today they came out and said 2 million for Forza. They didn't say, you said sales. It said 2 million players. They did sales.
The one thing I do know is 92 Metacritic.
Well, no, exactly.
Yeah, great.
92 Metacritic. The third one was incredible. And now the fourth one got amazing reviews. So what? Like, it just seems so weird. Is it the same people that they're selling? Is it the same people?
It could be the same people that sell the Game Pass.
At the end of the day,
still the Game Pass people.
Didn't they did say it was the fastest selling franchise?
It's sold more in the UK.
Yeah, but the UK always releases the numbers before the US.
And also they counted players, which includes Game Pass,
always been the fastest selling in the UK.
and Xbox. They include players.
But being the fastest selling in the UK doesn't outsell the US version. That's what you're not understanding, though.
No, it was number 3.
Go look at Forza 3 numbers and look at this.
Yeah, it was the fastest selling Forza Horizon series.
If you sell
what I'm saying to you is the territory that's buying that game the most is the UK. That's what I'm saying.
No, the Xbox is destroyed in the UK. So if there's people buying
that game for itself, for racing games, because you got to understand something. Like, there's
how much does Forza Horizon 3 sell in the UK versus the US?
I'll go look at the numbers.
I know the total sales was unknown. I'm like, if it was unknown,
Forza 3 were like close to 4 million.
Like,
look, man, that Game Pass is working.
I'm not denying the game isn't good, but what I'm saying is like certain territories, there's certain games that just sell better in those territories. You know, and that game, it has a real big appeal because of where it's set at. It's in a home territory, so I expect it to do better than anything. So you know,
expected to chart in the UK, but not in the US.
I don't think it'll.
No, it's going to chart in the US.
And you know what? And look, even if it does, okay, so be it, right? look, but even if it does, so be it. It's not going to chart throughout the rest of the year because you got Call of Duty, you got Red Dead, you got too many other big games coming out. They're going to overshadow
the whole year.
No, I mean from October to December.
No, I don't see that. No, I definitely don't.
I think it will. I think it will chart.
The
top 10. I'm not saying top 5, but top 10.
Okay, in the top 10, yes. Top 5, no. It won't be there. Not in the top 5. If we're just talking about top 10, yes.
At least somebody's paying attention to the question I asked. Rand, thank you very much. He says that if you could argue the Sea of Thieves might have more appeal, or at least has a broader appeal. It's just strange that, like, you know, maybe Sea of Thieves was maybe Rare thing carried it, but I thought Forza would be higher players than
you know what though. I'll tell you this. I've seen people stream this game that I know if Game Pass didn't exist, they would have never purchased this game.
Yeah, I agree with that.
My cousin Sage, he's been playing, you know, a lot of he just plays PUBG every day, all day long, every day, and he ended up getting he gets Game Pass every time that shit comes out, like. He didn't really stick on State of Decay too much, like he really did, and he's like the definition of like a dude bro gamer. Like you don't really play anything. He plays the shooters and that's all. And this man played Sea of Thieves for 3 weeks straight, could not get off the shit. Like I don't know
Sea of Thieves overperformed. Though, yeah.
I don't know what's going on with that title, but there is an actual like if you look on the Game Pass like statistics on the actual on the Game Pass tab. Sea of Thieves is like the third most played game on Game Pass.
That's good.
Sea of Thieves?
Sea of fucking Thieves.
Interesting.
Wow. Say it like that with so much emphasis.
I don't understand how many. Dude, I just think there's so much. There's not.
They're all searching for the Kraken.
That's what they're all doing. They've had like 3 major updates since then with a lot of like quests and different type of AI and whatnot. So, I mean, that Kraken joke doesn't get old to you guys?
No, man, it's hilarious. It makes it fucking giggle, tickles my funny bone.
I don't like. I never got.
It's still not there. They took it out.
It was worthless anyway. It didn't even have an achievement.
The Kraken arms.
No, I think the shark is way better than the Kraken.
The Megalodon. Yeah.
Well,
you got an achievement for fighting.
No, the cursed sails. The skeletons on a boat took away the Kraken.
But to answer your question, Smooth, you want to know the sales comparisons for the last Forza?
I want to know the whole Europe. I want to know UK.
No, I said the whole of Europe. I said
you said UK, sir.
I said the whole of Europe, including UK. I said Europe,
UK. No, I ain't say no. I don't want the whole Europe. I want UK. You said no. You said the UK.
Well, I can't break down the UK in just that one territory.
Yeah, you can.
Don't they have an NPDs group for?
It's included in Europe. It's included in Europe. And I said the European region, including UK, is where that game sells more. That's exactly what I said. You weren't listening.
No, you said the UK is where it sells more. You said it would chart in UK, but won't chart in the US.
As compared to the US, that game sells in Europe overall better. And you know the
in Europe,
yeah, but the install base in Europe, Frogs, is low.
But what I'm saying, hold on, because there are games here that sell way better than Europe. What I'm saying is,
I know it's a racing.
So it's a racing game. Like I think that racing games aren't as big as they used to be, and I think that this game to me is probably one of the biggest right now racing games, and is doing well for what that genre is, because when you look back, like racing games have fallen, like the Need for Speed franchise fallen, the Gran Turismo franchise to some extent has fallen, the Ridge Racer franchise has fallen, and all these new franchises that have been created, it's kind of like they're hit and misses. So I think this game overall is going to do well, but I think the territory is going to do well. It's different.
Well, it's going to chart in the US.
Oh. I guess it may be the chart.
Top 10. It's going to chart top 10.
Yeah, it's going to.
In fact, I wouldn't say it's far fetched that it charts even past that in the top 10.
We'll see when.
Yeah, I think it might be in top 5 because it came out. Well, actually, wait a second. The NPD they extended into the first week of October. I think this month. It's like September into the first week of October, so it's going to include the first week of October sales.
So it's going to include Call of Duty.
No,
no, this week, last week. So what was?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So we'll get
the next NPD after that will include Call of Duty and
yeah. Well, that's going to be
Red Dead
and Battlefield,
which I think Call of Duty being first.
Yeah, Call of Duty's going to beat Red Dead.
Yeah, it's going to beat Red Dead. Yeah.
I definitely think that.
I don't think it's going to beat it in scores.
You know what? I do think Assassin's Creed might win NPDs for the. I'm thinking Assassin's Creed might win NPD.
October.
Yeah. When Assassin's Creed came out? Yeah, I think
it came out October 5th. Technically.
Yeah, so it's going to be included.
Yeah, it's going to be number 1.
I think Assassin's Creed probably.
Yeah, multi-plat for sure.
No, because we're checking that because this would be for September MPDs. What was the biggest game in September?
But it does include.
If it's September, wouldn't it be Spider-Man then?
It would probably Spider-Man
would be up there.
Spider-Man would be number 1.
Wait, that would be number 1. But I thought they said. Wait a second. I thought Matt Piscatella said that to conclude October 6th through to October 6th. Hold on.
That would be one day of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, let me see what he says.
Yeah, it's funny. AC getting hype as hell. Hey, you guys get me hype just talking about it, man.
I know. I want to get it, but friggin' Red Dead coming
out. I got a question. because Gaming Addict said something. He said this is his his favorite Assassin's Creed. He calls it Goddessy or whatever. But then he said, I heard him earlier. He said he played a little bit through Origins, but he didn't really get through Origins. But he's really what is it about this one that you like better than Origins?
You know what I used to joke around with the Addict and say?
What?
Is Addict still here? I need him to be here.
I think he is.
Because it'll sound like really slimy. I said he didn't like Origins because Bayek was black.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Hey, you know what? I'm not gonna say that for Addict. I wouldn't say that. I know I've seen that on Twitter. A lot of people didn't like that culture because they said they couldn't get into it. But
it's Egyptian. It's not like come on, man. Like
I mean, I don't know. Like I think Egypt has an interesting culture. I'm just getting sick and tired of seeing Spartan shit. Like I get tired of that.
Where else do you see Spartan shit though?
My whole military career I was dealing with Spartan shit. Spartan this, Spartan that. Like I get tired of seeing that shit. Like I don't want to see that.
You mean like Halo Spartan?
No, I'm talking about.
I don't know. I'm looking at Max Pixatella's thing.
What I'm basically saying is like this is nothing new to me. Like this whole cultural thing and what they're doing, and I don't think there's nothing new. So I think I can wait.
Is it because of Rise to the Room?
No, it's just something I can wait.
The game that inspired all games.
Oh yeah, hey, yeah, Rise.
Father of all games.
Inspired all games.
Facts.
So Piscatella has it here. You got September NPD is going to be September 2nd to October 6th, and that's going to be released on October 23rd. Okay. Then October NPDs is going to be October 7th through November 2nd data, and that's going to release on November 20th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody said Rise inspired Atari. That's pretty funny.
I just I really, and what's funny is like when it comes to Assassin's Creed, I probably have more experience than anyone in this podcast. Like I've played a lot of Assassin's Creed. I remember in Brotherhood, it was the first one that had the multiplayer. I had like 10 days in that multiplayer.
I played
it was pretty cool. The multiplayer was pretty cool.
I played
Brotherhood was awesome.
I didn't beat the only one I haven't played is 3
and 2. I beat
3 and Rogue.
You guys beat Unity?
3 was like
just to give you a heads up. If you got,
I played Unity and I like Syndicate.
If you got the gold edition of Odyssey, you get a remastered 4K HDR remaster of Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah. Did you see they're gonna add the textures are gonna be better on it? It's gonna be 4K frame. Is it 60 or
$120 version?
$110.
Yeah, well, it's part of the season pass. So
yeah.
Okay, so I'll just wait till it goes down to 69 and buy it, or 59 and buy it then, like I did with Far Cry 5.
The gold.
Yeah,
gold edition.
I just had some dude try to like kick me on Odyssey right now. I feel like these people get like better at combat the longer I go. Maybe it's their level. I don't know.
It's the grind. It's the
we got to wrap it up though. Shouts out to the 148 people that came through.
Like button.
You got to hit the like button because I only have 42 likes and even 4 dislikes. You got to participate some way.
Hold up, man.
Pick one.
We forgot to double check these people, kid. Completely forgot. You guys better hope last podcast went over 100. We'll end the podcast right the fuck now.
Oh yeah.
You stupid.
Right.
160, 153. You guys saved yourself.
Yeah, but please hit the like button, like please.
Participation awards,
or hit the dislike button if you don't like the shit. You know, it helps.
That's the part that kills me, man. If you're gonna hate, at least hit the dislike button.
well, you got dislike. There you go.
Do something. Pick a side, bro. Pick a side.
Let me ask a question before we get out of here, because I think we kind of went over it a little bit. The XCloud, I didn't really get a whole bunch of information on what it was.
That shit.
Yeah, I mean, no, all I saw was the the whole little Spencer spill, then with the Xbox controller and playing on the phone. I was like, all right. So I'm trying to figure out what exactly.
I'm gonna try to give you a small explanation, a very quick explanation.
Mm-hmm.
It took a bunch of Xbox One S's, broke them apart, and put like 6 Xbox One S's inside one.
You know what's funny?
Tray.
It's starting to sound a lot like that PS3 thing that happened. They're like, we got a PS3 server. Remember that?
No, they did exactly what PlayStation Now is. They basically took.
Nah, but it's a little bit more.
No, the fact that they have the Azure clouds and now data centers is different.
They have a bunch of data centers for
they have the Azure cloud.
Right?
PlayStation doesn't have that, but they do the same blades.
And they have it to the point where pretty soon they're gonna be playing games on our phones, tablets, laptops, computers, maybe even the Roku box, whatever.
It'll be in TV soon.
It'll be on Switch.
With our controllers, and then if you have a touch display like an iPhone or Android or something like that, they have touch controls for some of these games, and they're pretty much touting like the quality, and you don't have to worry about lag, or you don't also have to worry about having like a high speed internet.
Right.
You guys give a percentage on of this shit actually.
Do you think it's gonna be a separate subscription? Because I see a lot of people go. Like, I don't. All my games come with me. It's like
I don't. I think.
I can see paying for Live for Xbox Live.
I think it'd be rolled into Live, right, Mark? I think it should be rolled into Live.
I think it's either Live or Game Pass. One of them is going to get upgraded.
I know you want
to be able to log into the beta with your Xbox account.
I don't think they're going to charge you anything extra. I think
give just you Live for multiplayer.
Yeah. Like now, if you get on it, I think you will be charged for certain things that you would be charged for on their other platforms, like Game Pass if you want to get it. They might have their own hub for Game Pass if you just want Game Pass.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm trying to figure out how you do it, because at the end of the day, it's like, for example, I picture myself if this came out, right? I'm like, all right, I'm leaving home, right? I got a trip to take on a train, right? I'm not bringing my Xbox with me. I would assume I just log into my Xbox on my Xbox app on my phone or my girl's tablet and just have access to the games I already have, except I'm streaming them this time instead of playing them natively on my Xbox.
Correct.
So
that's how I look at it. Like I don't know if
basically
confirm it.
You're taking your iPhone, whatever phone you have, just put it in the dock using your Xbox controller to your phone is basically getting streamed to the app on your phone, I'm guessing, so you can play your games there that you already own.
Correct.
Yeah. I mean that's interesting. I mean, it's an interesting concept, I guess.
But the thing is, they do have it where you can play like without the Xbox controller. You playing on if you want to
touch screen.
Oh hell no.
But I would say the one thing that they're going to have a challenge with is that, first off, right now, and I think that iPad doesn't allow the controller to be hooked up to it right now. And also, Apple, as a per the article that they cover this, I think it was Eurogamer or something. They said that Apple doesn't allow for like apps to stream games within its Apple system. So Apple right now is off the table. But I heard I asked this, Tim was saying it, Tim Dog, and I was like, he says they're in negotiations talking to him, but nothing what they said anything about Apple. They did mention Android in the video. They specifically said Android. Now the thing is,
they like a damn iPad to me. That's what, unless
no, that's probably a Samsung tablet, because Google tablets are gone.
They're gonna make it happen.
There's not a lot of Google tablets at all. Like, it's just Samsung makes them right now, because that tablet market dried up. iPad took it over.
Yeah, iPad
because of exclusive apps and apps made for the system. But that's a whole other thing. The thing is that Microsoft needs to depend on Google and Apple to make this thing work for their mobile. Because if you listen to the video, it doesn't sound like they really, and I thought this was the problem I had and when my video was that they should have said exactly what Smooth said. Yo, you take your Xbox with you, basically take your games with you and your Xbox with you. Instead, they really kind of made it look like they said like, oh, if you never saw Halo before, this is for people that you'll never experience a console game before, but now you'll see it for reaching people that never even thought about wanting these games.
That's true.
Which like third world country, I don't know who they're reaching for, but they're reaching to people.
That's true. How
on the console.
Well, no, that's true. It
is true. I understand
it because if you're thinking about it, if you're giving examples on tablets and phones. I mean, of them playing a game like Halo and Forza Horizon 4, which you're not going to see games like that natively on those.
No,
devices.
Exactly. But the thing is that the audience that they were reaching to was not the like. I think what you said would have been a much better, cool way of kind of positioning.
Yeah, but they covered it. They did cover it.
But it feels like not everybody's buying a console, so they're going to play our games like this.
Yeah, but the guy said one of the developers, he's like, when my kid wants to watch TV, I can just pick up my phone and never stop.
That's
cool.
Yeah, he did say that.
Cool.
That guy did say that part.
Here's my thing. I mean, out of us on the chat, out of us in the panel, I think that we will all. This is just me. I think we would all try it, but I don't. Who is this for in the panel to actually use this as an everyday kind of entity? Because I think most of us are going to sit down. Most of us are going to sit down on the TV and play this. We're not going to go off the house and use this like this. So I think
hotel room maybe instead of bringing the console with you, like Mark was saying.
As it is, I travel a lot for work.
Because I'm going to tell you,
this is made for that Switch market.
Yeah,
I'm going to say one thing. Like the thing is I've tried a lot of streaming stuff because I did a lot of traveling, and I always wanted to bring a console with me. I eventually just brought my consoles with me, but the thing is when you look at that contraption hooking up the phone to the controller. The idea of mobile is that you just pull out your phone, you start playing. If you have to carry the controller with you,
you don't have to carry the controller. They just
I know, but the touch screen, like nobody's you're not gonna want to play Gears.
So but you're like now you're killing the idea because here's the thing: is like people play Fortnite without a controller.
I know, but Fortnite is built for the phone. It's a native app, and they have auto assist aims and things that are made for compensating for the touch screen. This is just slapping touch screen controllers on a console game. That shit doesn't work because if you try to play any kind of streaming type things on your phone, like you're just mimicking the buttons. Whereas Fortnite was built for the phone, and actually it has like auto aim assist, knowing that you're not as accurate with just non-tactile buttons. So like that's what I mean. Like the thing is they still don't get it is that the PC, the phone, and the console are all different because they have different input devices. Yes, you could do other things, but the people use those input devices. So they keep reaching these markets trying to force games. They should just make them for the console. I'm sorry. Make them for the native devices that they should do.
Wait. So they just make streaming for the console? It was not necessary.
Well, no. They could do streaming all they want, but I'm saying like the touch screen is not going to be the way to experience those games.
Well, why? Well, yeah, it is on a phone.
But it's not. You could try it, but that's not the way that you're going to play that. You really want to play Halo with touch?
It's not about me wanting, but I can't imagine everybody wanting to carry an Xbox controller in their pocket. What?
And I can't people taking that as an alternative. Like they're gonna really play Halo,
for example. But now that's when you jump into people who doesn't play console games at all.
I mean, if you can take a Switch around with you, I don't see the difference.
You know what though?
The control with a dock on it.
The part we may be missing, man, is how about like if Microsoft strikes a deal with Samsung and includes that streaming app, just kind of how Sony did with PS Now.
Yeah, I could see that.
You know, like now all of a sudden Samsung sells, I don't know, let's just use round numbers, 1 million televisions. Man, all people got to do is buy an Xbox
controller. They do have
controller.
a partnership with Samsung with the TVs. Like,
exactly. You see where that's going. That's going to be part of that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We'll see how it goes. Like again, they're going to have it next year, but it just seems like they keep trying to go horizontal with all their stuff. Like, and I think like what Smooth said, I think that would have been a cool way to really emphasize that. Like, this is an extension of your Xbox, take it with you, rather than just like, this is for people that will never buy our console. It's like, yeah, it is, but I wouldn't kind of.
I gotta go, you guys.
I don't know. Maybe it's more for the stockholders to hear them.
I'll tell you this last part too, right? Like, let's say Xbox Scarlet launches whenever 2020, right? Mm-hmm. This is another way that they can get basically your console that was last gen, like the Xbox One S or the X, They're going to make that a streaming box, and now you're part of the next generation. When you're ready or have the money to buy the next console, you buy it.
Yeah, that's going to be some crazy shit, though.
That's going to be
that's going to happen. That's 100%.
I think it'll be interesting to try out.
Such a crazy position. Next generation is going to be crazy, man. It's going to be what, where, and who you subscribe to for next generation. Is going to be sick.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking about it. Like, Scarlet launches, and you could be in line playing the launch lineup on your phone while you're waiting for the console, or on your PC at midnight. Like, it's the weirdest shit. Because funny. If they are still putting the games, like the Scarlet games, on PC, like they keep doing that, and they're gonna put them in Game Pass on day one, it's crazy. Like, I don't know, man. It's just shit's just walls are breaking all over the place. I don't even know how to keep up with it.
I don't know. I think that Play Anywhere is going to go in the bushes, and I think that Game Pass is going to be bigger.
What?
Game Pass is huge.
Play Anywhere is just another form of what the stream is going to be.
No, what I'm saying, as far as like the game releasing on day and day with PC, I don't think that's what's going to be next gen. I think it's going to be different. It may release on PC, but I think there's going to be like, it'll release 6 months down the line or a year.
I wish XCloud days come out and go, that old PC shit. Like,
that whole PC thing may become just XCloud. That may happen.
Well, I do think
that could be that
cloud going to PC is going to be the way that they get Game Pass on PC, because you definitely said he wanted to do that, and I don't think they're gonna natively make those games for PC, but actually it brings Game Pass to PC by streaming.
Somebody said the Xbox 365.
I'm sorry, guys. The Xbox console's being phased out. All right, after they told you that's definitely not happening.
It's not being phased out.
It's not being phased out. It's just they're going a different way.
What I will leave us with is this image. Windows gaming is a car. Xbox got tossed in the back seat. Daddy PC and Mommy Mobile are driving it right now. Xbox is in the back seat. Sit back there. What Daddy PC and Mommy Mobile drive this gaming car, and Xbox gets the hand-me-downs from them. Here, get some scraps, and that's kind of where it's going, because the PC and mobile is what's driving Windows gaming right now, and the Xbox is just going to get what they get. And I would love for them to turn that shit around and just say, hey, we're going to make this game the best console game it should be. But we don't hear that from them. We keep hearing them saying, like, oh, well, we want to make this the best PC experience.
No, it's about
and I'm just sick of it. And that's why I do the grinds my gears, because I just wish Xbox was driving gaming for Microsoft instead of the PC.
You did a grind on gear after they bought 5 studios, dude.
Yeah, man. Well, we don't know what these studios are making. Just because I do a grind my gears doesn't mean it's angry. Like, you should listen to them and listen to that.
Gears.
No, you just see grind. Well, you just see grind my gears and topic and go, oh, he's angry about that one.
You created that perception, dude.
Well, if you listen to it, it's not like yelling about shit all the time.
Hey, the Ravenflow said exactly. You know what? If you listen to what Microsoft's whole thing, he said exactly. They've never been loyal to console. They're using Windows mentality. The only reason they focus on console was because they consider it's only a threat to PC market, and that's when they came out. That's exactly the reason they entered.
Look, I'm gonna debunk that. I'm gonna debunk that just for one thing.
I want to get out of here. That's what they said. That was a fact. That's what they said.
No, I get it. But you want me to tell you what's different now? When you're generating 10 billion in sales a quarter, man, there's no way that Microsoft's abandoning like the console.
I don't think they're abandoning the console market.
No,
but I think the PC is where
they need those paid subscribers for Xbox Live.
They need to make sure that the market is good for PC too, because that's their primary bread and butter.
Yeah, just hear what Greenberg said about the Minecraft game. Like, they just want to make it the best PC game. It's like, oh, okay. Like, that's weird. And then Booty says the same thing about Gears Tactics in that video I sent out. Like, he's like, we wanted to make this game for the best PC game, and it's like, why? And I think even the Coalition, Rod Ferguson said in his interview at E3, was like, they were building Gears 5 for PC. He's like, we're gonna like PC. It's like, yo, you have a gaming console, guys.
I mean, you know what though? Look, like, PC gaming is as big as it's ever been. Right. So
and
Black Ops 4 drops this Friday. Do you know what Activision did for the first time ever? Black Ops 4 is not a port.
Oh, no, it's not.
Beanox, they hire Beanox to create the PC version Steam, from the ground up. No, it's on Battle.net. It's on Battle.net.
It's not on Steam. That's
so for the first time, well, I can't say ever because Call of Duty started on the PC. right? But when it started getting popular on console, it started being ported to PC. For the first time in a really long time, Black Ops 4 is getting a dedicated PC version developed by an independent developer that's working alongside Treyarch.
That's going to take off, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you played it on PC, it's super clear like that it's built. So I mean, I can't knock Microsoft for having some kind of attention to PC. They want a piece of that pie, man.
Yeah, I don't mind some kind of attention, but man, they have a lot of the attention. Like I don't mind some of it. It's just like they're leading with it, and it's the install base. And you're right, it is a big untapped area for them, area that they neglected for all the years, and now they're trying to get it back. And I think they really want to appeal to that PC crowd.
I always use PUBG as an example, right? PUBG in a few months sold what? Let's call it like 8 months or 9 months, sold 25 million copies. Yeah. When has there been a console game that has ever sold 25 million copies in a year?
Yeah,
in a year. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
No, it blew up.
It's not gonna happen. I mean, we can probably name 2 huge exclusives on either side and maybe add them together and maybe make 25 million. Maybe. Yeah, and I don't even think so.
I kind of.
Oh man, Jack, don't even get me started on Xbox doing VR. So they are missing out.
They ain't missing out on shit. I want to hear.
Yo, man, they put that trash on PC options. My asshole. That sucks. And you got games on PSVR that are getting 92s on Metacritic.
Games, but 92s
on Metacritic. But Phil Spencer goes, "We're not ready for VR." Fuck him. He's an ass.
Yeah, sure.
Chris Wright's GTA 5.
Tell me how, they got to clean the 5 inches of dust on the stupid Samsung headsets in that Windows Store. That shit goes in the bushes, as King would say. King David.
No, he said combined, Jazz.
What?
I mean, not Jazz. Merc. He's talking about
combined.
Maybe
across. Can we get out of here? I'm sorry, dude. I've been I'm getting frustrated because I'm like
he wants to
my
go.
Ass kicked, and it's not like fun anymore.
That's another tap market, man.
No, good conversation. I do believe that.
Just because you don't like VR, man, I'm telling you, they need to develop
on VR though. Like it's like you treat the VR like it
is a cool differentiation to gaming that Microsoft should have developer mind share in, but because they neglected it, now Sony is just running away with this.
Really? How many VRs are there out there sold?
They're like 2 million, 3 million.
They're running away with it, huh?
Hey, to Ravenflow, across multiple platforms, man.
Zero. What is Microsoft? Zero.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's the best-selling VR out there. But
it's not saying much.
I think what he's saying is,
and who the hell is taking the
Microsoft did talk about the VR market, and then they kind of
those million people are going to be doing that shit. Microsoft.
That's why they the best-selling VR because of the price point.
Like some of those gifts of a guy smacking on his fucking tablet playing Halo 5 and tell me who that person is. That's not a million people right there.
And they can get it to be wireless and that kind of stuff because I think that's what they want to jump in.
Wireless shit.
How many people are putting their cell phones in their VR headset?
To Ravenflow,
how many people putting their cell phones clapped into the Xbox controller? Tell me that those people are. Microsoft makes a 15-minute video about
Xbox wasn't the first person to do that. That's why
they I got my motor controller right here.
They were created for a reason. All right, so you can't be like, oh well, why
it failed? It failed.
Actually clear. Why do they sell that device? Why do they sell that device? Why do they sell that device?
They don't sell it anymore. I got it free 3 years ago.
So you're not going to be able to buy it when the Xbox becomes. All right, sure.
To
I'm just telling you, they should be having a foot in VR. What happened to their whole AR thing? Remember last year they were talking AR and all this other stuff with the Office. They didn't do shit. And this is what happens with Microsoft. Yo, look at Cortana, Alexa's side bitch. Look at Cortana, Alexa's side bitch. They can't even get Cortana. Instead, now they're throwing Cortana and Alexa.
Microsoft 3 games in a row
in all fields, and they should have done it, but they didn't.
No, they shouldn't have. Would you have bought it? Probably not.
I would have. I bought the fucking Oculus. I bought the Oculus because he said high fidelity VRs and be supported by the Project Scorpio. And then he pulls his dick out of
it. The Project Scorpio.
Oh shit!
They did say that.
Microsoft poking their tip in and everything, and then pulling out like Band, like Connect, like Groove, like all that bullshit. Poke the tip in. And say,
damn! I forgot about Groove.
Sorry. Let them do it.
The Xbox thing. That's the Microsoft thing.
That's my grinds my gears. Tune in. We're out.
Hey, wait. To Ravenflow. Yeah, it sold 90 million, but remember that game came out last generation.
Oh yeah, it came out on PS4, 360, Xbox One, and
5 million copies in less than a year on a single platform.
All right, I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm fucking frustrated as all hell right now. Dude.
Hey, Smooth, did you ever pick up your live on your PS4?
No, fuck it. I'm not buying this shit.
Oh, hey. I'm waiting for you to play, man, whenever.
Somebody said I supported Connect, but I don't want VR because Connect isn't fucking VR, and that shit was like 10 years ago.
Connect was garbage. I hated it from day one.
Nah, Connect was it was different.
They just showed the video.
I had my one though.
You're still talking to your TV though. They just showed it the last Inside Xbox with Alexa now, and the side bitch Cortana.
Hey, you got to give Connect some props because Microsoft's best-selling game is of all time is a Connect game.
Connect
Sports? No, Dance Central.
Nope.
Oh, Dance Central. Okay, yeah, I could see that being the case.
Nope.
Not Dance Central. What is it?
No, try again. It's a Connect game.
Xbox Fitness.
Don't tell me that animal game. Don't tell me that animal game. The one that you had to like.
Their best-selling exclusive franchise.
Disneyland Adventures.
And that Connect. What's that thing called? Wait, okay, you said Connect Sports.
Connect Sports.
Is Connect Adventures the same thing or no?
No, that was the thing that was bundled with the Connect.
Yeah, that's their best selling. You know how like the Wii.
Oh, look, Connectimals. That was the name of it.
Connectimals. There you go. The little girls playing with
I had that.
Yep, we got it.
They got me. Me.
Borderlands PSVR, man. Borderlands 2. It sucks that it doesn't use the aim control. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, Connect Adventures is their best selling game.
2, man.
24 million copies. That's crazy.
Connect was like it had the Wii effect on me. It was cool at the beginning, and then I'm like, this is garbage.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
Yo, but it can read your heart rate.
Yeah,
it sees inside your body.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't like a big fan of the Connect.
And then their best selling game after that was Halo 3.
Yeah,
of course.
Halo 3 was fire.
14 million. I tell you, man, their last generation was amazing.
It was. I have a feeling next generation is gonna be.
I think next generation is gonna be on par. It's gonna be. You're gonna see an effect of. They're gonna do better than this generation. I don't know directly if they can just surpass the competition, but I think hopefully they may be able to keep up with them a little bit more. But
I just need to be competitive. I'm not expecting for them to pass Sony. I just want them to be competitive.
I think they will with those games, man. I think with those studios, if they make some good games, they'll be good.
Now, I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear none of that energy with these games. No, nothing, dude. I don't want to conversate with any of the folks trashing Xbox this gen if they turn it around next gen.
No, next gen, I think they're going to be better next gen.
You can't be look. Remember, consoles that have gotten beaten bad have made remarkable comebacks, like in the following generation. So I mean,
look at
Nintendo repeats itself.
With their Wii U.
Yeah, with the Wii U.
History always repeats itself, man.
Yeah.
They just got to come with those games, and that's great games. Like look at Forza. Like Forza's not getting any hate from people. Like it's a great game, and it is what it is.
It's just a racing.
Yeah. But they got
that's what people say. But that game's amazing though.
Yeah, it's amazing. I just think they got to give you more new IPs. They got to get those IPs, and those studios are going to create those new IPs going forward next generation. And that's what I'm more excited about. I don't want to. Another freaking $500 box that can do everything in my living room. I just want a box that give me good games, good experiences. So when I'm playing on your competition system, I have the ability to play games here and there and talk about both systems as far as the games.
And on your phone.
You can do that now, but just choose not to. But let's get out of here. Oh my
God, here we go.
Let's. Can we please go? Like I'm so frustrated right now because I tried to play my way through these stupid ass games and I almost punched the fuck out of this monitor. Oh my God, man! I gotta make up those 3 freaking wins. Frogs, you want to play? I need you to get on Xbox.
Oh shit!
You trying to? Okay, you trying to?
You see, Frog, you could have used the XCloud. You could have used the XCloud. You see?
Yeah, hold on. I'll boot up on my tablet.
Why not in the XCloud when y'all keep talking about cross progression and cross play? Just have cross play and cross progression.
Hey, I want it all, bro. I want it all. I want everything. I'm coming for everything, bro.
If you got got cross progression and cross play, there's no need for XCloud anymore because I can just play Kids Move from my PS5 to his Xbox Scarlet 360, whatever it's going to be.
The one thing I do say about XCloud is that they did. Who the hell said the Game Informer tweeted out?
Wired.
Somebody said that you wouldn't
Wired.
believe who they've been shopping that XCloud to, who they're talking to about it.
Sony and Nintendo.
I'm sure, at least Nintendo.
I'm pretty sure, like, you know,
that is such a switch.
I don't care who they put it on. I just don't want to see it on fucking PlayStation.
Why not?
Because I don't want to see
it. The way Microsoft,
I don't want to play, man.
I don't want to play Xbox themed things on PlayStation. It's not that I don't, because I don't like, it's just that I don't mind Nintendo because it gives me a reason to use the fucking Switch.
Sony's never gonna do it. Sony,
yeah.
I don't want no damn Xbox Game Pass on PlayStation.
You know the whole Google Chrome thing, so you can technically have a browser on these consoles. So what if you can play games from your browser?
That would be weird. I wouldn't even bother doing that at that point.
I'm just saying,
man, I'm telling you,
from doing it.
Next generation, Microsoft is an open platform. They even they just did an article right now that they're supporting Linux. Like there's like something with like 60 something.
Didn't Sony
Steam tried that. Steam tried that.
They're like supporting Microsoft is an open platform, man. They're gonna put their shit on everything. Next generation, we might see the Sonic playing with Mario and the Xbox playing with PlayStation and that Xbox app on PlayStation. I want to put
somebody said in the chat
they never gonna allow that, bro.
That's why when we saying they bought these studios, if this was a 360 generation, I would have been a lot more excited about these studio purchases. But now this new regime at Microsoft, you don't know what they're doing. This is a kumbaya open door. Mm-hmm. Oh man. Peace.
I think what the worst thing
it's
all this in 2020, right? 2020 and all this shit, right? When you think about all this, if this shit,
it's gonna be
at least we know if it's on PlayStation, the console war is essentially over.
It will be over. Just like
can stop it. Like the best part, the whole thing, it's over. It's all completely over, and nobody would not know what to do with their life. They realize, damn, my life fucking sucks because I can't.
It does, man.
Chris Righteous in the chat. Can't wait to play Gear 7 on PS5.
Look, man, it's happening. Nobody thought Sonic and Mario will be in the Olympics together.
Going forward that really need to be good for next gen is
thanks, Jason.
And for Microsoft, they can't let Sony announce their shit first. They can't let Sony release their shit first.
I don't think it would matter at that point.
It doesn't matter.
I think it matters if they get a year jump.
Remember, they're not trying to sell consoles. They're not trying to sell consoles. Remember that?
But at this point, maybe it doesn't matter.
They don't care. Frog, they don't care. They don't care.
Hey, but
come on. I can't wait. I'm going to be playing Gears Pop before Gears 5.
Microsoft is more worried about Google than Sony, believe it or not. And Xbox fanboys are worried about PlayStation. I kind of agree with that. See,
Google got Microsoft by
they got them by the nuts.
They got by the nuts. Microsoft has no mobile device. It doesn't have a mobile operating system. They are at the mercy of Android. And I'm telling you right now, this is why content is king. Google does not have a native YouTube app on Windows 10 store. It doesn't have on Windows 10. I'm just telling you one more thing, Smooth.
It's fine, but that's not Xbox. It's not Xbox.
I'm just letting you know.
Xbox. I don't care with Android versus Microsoft.
Amazon.
I'm talking about it's not Xbox and PlayStation.
It's okay, Smooth. Next gen, me and
you got to look at the whole picture. If
no, I don't want to look at the whole picture. I don't want to look at freaking Microsoft Word and Google Docs, man. I don't want to care about OneDrive.
Who's in the back seat? Give him a lollipop. I'm telling you, man, Xbox is you got to look at all of Microsoft.
I don't want to look at Microsoft and Google Docs. I just don't. I want to look at Xbox.
No, there's no Xbox. There's no more Xbox what it was. It's different.
Well, gaming is different.
Yeah, I think
and how Microsoft sees Xbox is different.
Remember,
Phil Spencer says it 5 billion times.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah,
you know how gaming is different. You know how gaming is different. Look at the new players that you're gonna have the next generation. That's how you know gaming is different.
Look, gaming would be different when we see the XO18 and see what Microsoft.
Somebody called me short-sighted. Can this be the doodle donut? You like somebody.
No.
Somebody called me short-sighted. It's like people say that the minute I disagree with Jez or I don't co-sign with Jez, it says it's like I'm the fucking nearsighted.
But it is Microsoft though, man.
No.
The thing is, it's like here, and this is where people get lost. It's like, oh, you're a Microsoft fanboy. It's like, no, I'm not a Microsoft fanboy. I'm an Xbox fanboy.
It's like I'm not Xbox.
I'm what Microsoft does. If it doesn't reflect,
that's why it pissed me off.
If it doesn't connect to Xbox in any type of way, I really don't care about it.
Well,
you know what I mean? So that I'm sorry.
I totally understand, man. I understand like, your focus on the Xbox, but the thing is that Microsoft has recently thrown a lot of their Microsoft bullshit into Xbox, and unfortunately, we got to look at the big picture. And Phil's just like,
yeah, but
man,
really?
I'm just saying. You got to look at how they're operating because it's Phil is gaming.
This is what I want people. I want people to relax, stop stressing out. The world is not ending. Well, eventually it will, but it's not. it's this whole.
If Smooth loses that game, it's gonna end.
No, I lost the game, and it's got me fucking hot tear because I waste. I'm nothing.
All right, sorry losing the game. All right,
are we done though?
No, we're good, man. All right, good conversation. Real good.
All right, I guess I'm gonna play some Assassin's Creed. It's like I took a break for it just to get back on and lose to some butt cheese bum. Like it pisses me off, man. All right,
I'm going back to Horizon Zero Dawn to finish this DLC.
All right, you guys have a good night, a wonderful night.
Yes.
Thank you guys for joining us for this episode. And we'll see you guys next week.
Most definitely,
man. Most def. Peace.
Peace, guys.
Somebody said hashtag doo-doo donut.